Good morning, good morning, good morning. Pleasure to be back. Pleasure to be back. We should have some fun today because people done lost their damn minds. And we're going to chop it up. We're going to talk about it. Let me say what's good to everybody. Let me take a second for people to get in the building. Tell me that's not the undercard for Ryan. They got an undercard released? What's the undercard? Let me see. Let's go to Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia undercard. What's the undercard? I don't see. Where's the undercard? They got some guy from Belfast on there. Hey, give me a link because I haven't seen it. Let me look. I don't know what it is. What's going on, Ken Luttrell? Ken Charles LeGroux. You gotta let me know what that is. Branson, what's going on, man? Adrian Molina in the building. What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well this morning. What's going on, Johnny Legend and the beautiful Barbara D? Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Riggs. Good morning. Sky Miller in the building. Good morning. Tawanda Oglesby, good morning. And Edwin Volaton, always a pleasure to see you. Big time channel member like Barbara D. What's going on to you? What's slide down? DJ OC in the place to be, spinning on them ones and two. Make sure you guys go follow. Or go check them out on, and the whole Parlor V Suite and crew on mixcloud.com/POEW. Billy, what's going on, man? Always a pleasure, sir. Always a pleasure. Mr. Ray the boss, I haven't seen you in a minute. What's going on, man? Brayson, I can't believe that fight is $80. Oh, I can believe it. I can believe it. Jay Milt's in the building. What's up, man? Thank you, man. Big time sponsor. Said blessings, Mr. Martin in the chat. It's Team Tank over here. No dream, just the truth. Burning bud while riding back to Colleen. Oh, you in Colleen? That dude named Dave. What's up, man? Spreading love. It's the Brooklyn way. Look, the channel, we spread some love over there yesterday to my guy, that dude named Dave. Make sure you guys go check his channel out, man. Go subscribe to that guy over there, man. Follow him. He's got that good popular culture conversation going on. He's got that good old popular culture conversation going on. Big $10 holla. Mr. Evans. Hey, Harmonica Sonny in the building. Thank you so much for your support. And with the $10 becomes the channel sponsor. Give me 1 second. The John Bowie channel sponsor. Let me put harmonica on there. With the big $10 holla. Thank you, sir. And thank you, Jay Miltz. Yeah, so look, we're gonna wait for a couple more minutes to people get in here. Look, man, look, man, seriously. Sometimes I think some of y'all just be talking to see your fat lips bump. Okay? And I got some fat lips. But god dog, I ain't just moving them to hear them slap against each other. Like that. Let me tell you, man. So here's the title of the video. We'll wait for some cats to come on in here. Man, again, Harmonica Sony, thank you for sponsoring the channel. And then Tony with the big $1 holler on the Cash App. Thank you, brother. Tony, the Lake Show 1000. Thank you, brother. Let me take care of a little business here. And then we're going to get into this title. True. I have no idea. Illuminati, my Cash App is right there. See here, right here, where it says support Cash App. $FANNOINT. But make sure that the name is Martin. Martin. Look for the name Martin. Because somebody's over there trying to rob me, man. Out there trying to rob you, actually. It's right below my name. All right. Wookie Wook. All right, I want to explain something to you guys, all right? A lot of people use an excuse for things for not getting what they want and calling it politics. Politics is killing the sport of boxing. Politics is killing the sport of boxing. I know you've heard it. Politics. I hate the politics. But what they really mean is bad business. There's a difference between bad business and bad politics. There's a difference. It's not the same thing. Politics is something that is by and large beyond your control. Bad business is your fuck up. When you screw up in life, you can't call it politics. You got to take personal responsibility for personal decisions. If there's a lot of different people involved and you're on the wrong side of what a lot of people want, then you can say, hey, man, that's politics. That's politics. That's, hey, man, hey, look, I tried my best, but the politics got the best of me. But you need to be real careful and make sure you know the difference between your personal screw-ups and the relationship, the complex relationships between a whole lot of different people. Okay? Paper Chase in the bill said top of the morning for 9 is strap season. Yes, it is. So let me explain what I mean. Let me give you a difference. Let me give you an explanation. Why? First of all, let me tell you why I say this. Terrence Crawford's problem is not politics. Terrence Crawford's problem with getting those fights is bad business. And the people that claim that is politics, weren't saying it when he was when he was doing bad business. You weren't saying it when it was bad business. You said, oh, he's got to make this. Oh, Bud's got to eat. He's got to feed his kids. Bud's got to, Bud deserves this money. Bud shouldn't fight for less than 50-50. Bud shouldn't fight for less than 50. You remember those conversations? Hey, man, just let me know if you remember. Say, I remember. If you remember these conversations, Terrence Crawford needed to go to BLK Prime. He needed to go to BLK Prime. Because, hey, man, he's got to earn his living. And, hey, man, these guys are trying to lowball him. So that's why he decided to pull out of this fight and go to BLK Prime. Were they crying politics then? Were they saying politics then? No, it was a business decision. It was a business decision. But now, say if Sebastian Fundora tells Bud, I'm fighting Errol Spence Jr., there's more money in it for me. I'm fighting Errol Spence Jr., there's more money in it for me. Now it's politics. Now that's called politics. Why is it politics for Sebastian Fundora, but it's business for Terrence Crawford? Do you see how they use those words interchangeably? It's business when it's a decision that they like. And it's the individual doing what they're supposed to do. For their own business, for their own pocket, because that's what they need at this stage of their career. They need the money. But when somebody else is over here saying, hey, well, I need the money. Oh, politics is killing the sport. Which is it? Which is it? I'm going to tell you what it is. The answer to the question is it's both. It's both. It's bad business. And because you do bad business, the politics no longer work for you. The politics worked perfectly fine when Bud was fighting for Top Rank, and Top Rank was giving him all those fights. The politics worked perfectly fine for him then. When Bud jumped up there and immediately got a shot at Jeff Horn, immediately got a shot. That's politics, isn't it? Exactly. So for Spence, fighting Fundora isn't the money, it's politics. Exactly. It's politics when you don't like it. But it's about the money when you do like it. So no, it's just, I'm going to tell you what I think it is. It's bad business. There's politics that come into play, so it's both. But look, man, if you do bad business, the politics is going to work against you. If it's in everybody's political interest to deal with people that make them money. It's not politics of what? It's just politics. Politics is the relationship between a lot of different people. And the countervailing interest of a lot of different people, and how groups of people move as a unit together. That's what I consider to be politics. Where you have, okay, what's in this guy's interest? What's in that guy's interest? What's in that guy's interest? So the politics of boxing, for me, looks like this. You have a fighter. What's in it for the fighter? You have a manager. What's in it for the manager? You have a promoter. What's in it for the promoter? You have a network. What's in it for the network? And you can take advantage of these different things, or you can suffer as a result of these different things. So, say, for example, the PBC says, we've got to fight on Amazon Prime. We've got to have fights on Amazon Prime. We have fight. Hey, I'm sorry, Biko. We're not going off into stuff like that. You're going to have to listen to what I'm talking about. Chris, let me tell you something, bro. You don't have to be with me. You can kick rocks. I don't give a shit if you think it's personal or not. I don't care if you think it's personal or not, Chris. But I'm with you. Everything before the but is bullshit. Everything after the but in that case is bullshit. It sounds personal. Dog, you said it sounds personal, Coach Chris. I don't need that. What do you mean it sounds personal? It sounds personal. It's me talking personally. Yes. And yes, I hear a lot of dumb shit. So I've been listening to a lot of dumb shit from a lot of people for a lot of time. So in one step, somebody says, hey, man, Devin Haney cannot fight Shakur Stevenson because Shakur Stevenson wants more money than he deserves. He need to take the offer. Then why isn't that good for Sebastian Fundora? Why can't Sebastian Fundora do the same thing Devin Haney does? Oh, that's fine, Chris. Yeah, maybe I took what you said the wrong way. Barbara D, that's not what he said. Barbara D, that's not what Espinoza said. That's not what he said. Not what he said. He did not say that Bud agreed to everything. That's not what he said. Barbara D, he said, was it the same terms? Whether or not it was the same terms. No, he didn't say that. In fact, it wasn't the same terms. He did not agree to everything. That's how people are taking that and taking that. That what he said was Bud was willing to do the fight, whether it was the same terms or not. And he did like this, whether it was the same terms or not, which tells me it wasn't the same terms. He was willing to do it under different terms. That's what he said. I could play the audio for you if I could find it. Can somebody? Can somebody put a link to that? And I will definitely on my phone play it. Okay, so if somebody can send me a link, I will say it word for word. He did not say that they agreed to everything. That's the way people are taking it because they want to hear that. Barbara, do you remember when we had that conversation? And we went through what the audio was for Turkey Al-Sheikh? When they said Turkey Al-Sheikh offered a fight with Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis. Do you remember when we did that, Barbara D? And then I went through the audio and then we heard that's not what he said. I'm telling you, these people listen for what they want to hear. I listened to what he said. And what he said was, he said Errol definitely wanted his get back. And he said that with excitement in his voice. Then he said Terrence, being the businessman that he is, was willing to do it. Whether it was the same terms as or not, he was still willing to do it. So no, he did not say Bud. He did not say Bud was willing to take whatever he was offered. He did not. He said he was willing to do it. He didn't say he agreed to do it. He didn't say he wanted to do it. He said he was willing to do it. And willing to do it is a million miles off from agreeing to do it. Hey, yeah, Dragon Assassin and Coach Chris, I'm extremely literal. Hey, man, can you bring up something that matters? Starborn 007. Can you bring up something that matters? And stop instead of just saying shit like that. Terrence Crawford is feared. No, Terrence Crawford is fucked up, is what Terrence Crawford did. Terrence Crawford fucked up. That's what Terrence Crawford did. Gervonta don't fear him. He don't want to fight him. Keith Thurman doesn't fear him. He doesn't want to fight Keith Thurman. Hey, Starborn 007, if somebody not wanting to fight you means they're afraid of you, does that mean Terrence Crawford is scared of Gervonta Ennis? What's going on, Nicole Simmons? I'm not saying nobody's afraid of Bud. Cal Coolett. Thank you, Cal Coolett. Let me get over here. There you go. He said he was a gentleman. He said, okay, whether it was the same terms or not, he was certainly willing to do it, but things came up. That's what he said. So that does not mean that, yes, he was agreeing to do anything. He said, was it the exact terms of the rematch clause? Whether it was the exact terms of the rematch clause or not? He said, okay. But I'm not saying he's a duck. I'm just saying, but then he said that the reason the fight didn't happen was because of the eye surgery and that such, and it got pushed back. But that doesn't mean he said he was going to agree to everything. He said Errol wanted his get back. Terrence Crawford said, okay, whether it was the same clauses and whether the same terms as the original rematch clause or not, he was certainly willing to do it. That's what he said. He was certainly willing to do it. But that's not the same thing as saying that that he was going to do anything to get it. But it wound up falling apart. But then he said, hey, man, we got to the point where Errol had some hang-ups, so we just moved on. But it is not a matter of whether or not Terrence Crawford said he would be, because I always thought that they would have that rematch. No, it's not politics. That's not politics. That's an injury, and that's their own negotiation. That's according to what Steven Espinoza said. But I think them moving on. No, I don't even think that's business. That's not politics. That's an interpersonal relationship. That's not politics. That's those two people. Errol had surgery, so we're like, hey, man, we got to move on for more time. Because we got to move on. You go do what you got to do. Errol goes does what he got to do. But see, there's a little bit of an issue, though. I mean, I could break down what he says and then look at it and say, hold on, man, does that really make sense? Because you said that he was like, okay, Errol has his issue with clearance and whatever, so we're just going to let them both go on about their way. But now they're fighting. They're not going to fight to the same time anyway. I personally think hey, Starborn, you make it confusing when you talk like you're on Terrence Crawford's team. Please stop doing that, man. Please, man. The Haney's clan, I'm telling you, man, I'm kind of funny acting dude sometimes with stuff like that. But anyway, but this is all being used to say that Errol Spence Jr. ducked Terrence Crawford. Like, how you duck a rematch where you got beat up? I don't even think I've ever heard of that before. I don't think I've ever heard of somebody being accused of ducking a rematch in a fight that they lost. Usually people complain about them forcing a rematch. Look, man, Bud is going to try to get wine out of a rock. I mean, it's the first time. The only reason I'm bringing that up is because people are acting like Errol Spence Jr. ducked Terrence Crawford's rematch. How, you fucking moron? How do you? He got beat up. You don't even watch this shit. Watch this. Watch this. What? What is this? Man, some of you guys are buffoons, bro. What is this? You act like you on Spence PBC Canelo did. I don't know what that means, dog. You got to rewrite your insult, bro. You have to insult you got to insult me in a more clear fashion. Okay? Do you mean that you think that I'm on their DICK? I mean, you know, you gotta let that, you gotta insult me in a more efficient fashion where I can understand what you say. Thank you. Anyway, how can you say this at the same time? Errol Spence Jr. does not deserve a fight for a championship at 154 with Sebastian Fundora, but he does deserve a fight. He does deserve a fight with Terrence Crawford, who already beat him. He should not be allowed to fight Sebastian Fundora for a belt, but he must fight Terrence Crawford again for no belt. Does that make sense? Do the two of those things make sense to you? You shouldn't be able to fight a guy that's an easier fight. You need to fight the same guy again who already beat you. You can't move on. You're not Errol's not allowed to move on. Responding to what? No, I'm not acting like I'm on their team. I'm acting like I'm on team me. I'm on team me. I'm not referring. Look, stupid. I'm going to show you what I meant, dummy. I'm sorry. I call everybody dummies when they're dummies, so I shouldn't. But since you are a dummy, let me educate you, dummy. Let me tell you what I mean by that, dummy. So you can stop talking. See how Starborn 007 said, we fight him at 154 after he takes those belts from Fundora. We. Now look, dummy. If I said we deserve a fight with Sebastian Fundora instead of Terrence Crawford, we gave Terrence Crawford, we lost to Terrence Crawford. So let me tell you what we're going to do. We are paying for the fight. Terrence Crawford's not paying for the fight. We have the contract with Amazon Prime, dummy. That would be me speaking like I'm on the team of Terrence Crawford because I said we. I didn't say we. I said Errol. Errol is not me. I did not refer to Errol. I did not refer to me and Errol as we. We need to do this. Never left my mouth. Now, would you like to rewrite your insult, or have a more opportune time, use a more opportune, a better opportunity to insult me? Other than me asking him to please stop saying, to have him stop saying, oh, okay. Yeah. See you later, partner. Blah, blah, blah. When you sound stupid, it's me, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, man, nice knowing you, Stank. I mean, stashing dough. Man, I ain't talking that buffoon. That buffoon probably already did click the link. Like I said, I'm asking Star 007 to stop referring to him as we before people start thinking you're actually on his team. I don't like that. That whole Club Thanos shit, that was getting on my nerve. All that Club Thanos stuff. Thanos. Hey, I'm sorry, Hanos. Like, who the fuck is Hanos? And who is we? You know what I mean? Who is we? Hey, Fahim said, stop arguing with the Fire Stick squad. Their opinions don't count. Oh, they don't. It don't. They don't count. Oh, you know that. You know they don't count, dog. B-side bug getting left in the dust. Thank you, Tony. Look, anyway, the Butthurt crew. The Butthurt crew. Hey, Branson said I'm on my Fire Stick April 20th. Oh, I'm going to pay for that. Ceasefire still active. Hanos clan stand down. Yeah, please stand down. Please stand down, y'all. God, dog it, please stand down. I want to be a fan of, dude, you all make it so hard to be fans of people. Y'all encourage Bud for this stupid shit. Y'all you put Bud in this situation. Y'all know y'all did it. Y'all out there, yes, man, and that dude, yes, man, and us. I like that better. Us Bud fans aren't worried things will work our Bud's way. Nah. They already worked out their way, man. Wait, I'm part of the Fire Stick squad. Hey, man, if you part of the Fire Star, hey, Cornelius Burnett, if you're part of the Fire Stick squad, that's the problem. That's the politics. That's the political problem right there. You can't get no votes. If you want to blame politics, blame the fact that y'all ain't getting no votes. People ain't voting for this Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia fight, man. You got a political problem, man, when your constituency doesn't fuck with you. That's the political problem. You don't have a constituency. You don't have somebody that supports you. You have somebody that talk about it, but they don't show up to the polls. You know what I mean? They want to, hey dog, they want to look at they don't want to show up to the voting booth. When election day comes, they don't come and vote. They don't click that button. They don't click that pay-per-view. They don't click that button. They don't click that button. You don't click that button. What you want to do? You guys just talking because you're on their team. Now, let me tell you something, man. Let me hit y'all where it hurts. If you are actually part of their team, actually a friend of theirs, dog, you don't carry no weight. Don't hate. You got no weight. Have you ever had any behind the scenes off-camera discussions about indirectly promoting fighters and pushing narratives that are not fair and equal? Yes, I talked to Devin. Yes, I talked to Bill Haney. Yes, I talked to Bill Haney off camera multiple times. And I say, hey, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. The only promoter that I have ever had a discussion with, ever, is Bill Haney. GM said, Fanon, you about to pay $80 to watch Haney and Ryan? Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm buying that fight. I am. It's a good fight. I'm going to pay it. I'm going to pay it. I wish I didn't have to pay it, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to buy it. Yeah, I'm going to support him for sure. Yes, I am. And I'm going to tell people to buy him. Look, man, you guys want to say supporting narratives. Look, because you're a fucking moron, bro. You guys need narratives. I don't need narratives. I don't need narratives. My shit holds up. Bring your dumb shit to me. My shit holds up. I don't do narratives. I do logic. I do facts and logic. I do principles of business, principles of logic. I don't need a narrative. I don't need no stanking narrative. Y'all need a stanking narrative. You need your talking points. You need somebody to say this, this is what we're going to do. This is the direction we're going to go. I don't need that. I don't want that. I don't need that. That's why y'all can't play. Okay? That's why it holds up every day. Fanon, you think Fedora will drop the WBO? No, I'm telling you, I think Terrence Crawford's going to drop that shit like he's going to drop his request. No, I don't think he's going to drop it. I think Terrence Crawford's going to drop the request. I think he's going to drop the request and go somewhere else. That's what I think. No, ain't no worry. Hey, Cornelius, that's cool. Don't worry about it. I'm all right. Corey Collins says, seems like more people are concerned about promotional companies' well-being more than the fighter. What do you mean? You mean shout out to X. Let me get these people on X. You mean like Sebastian Fendoras? You mean like Sebastian Fendoras? If Sebastian Fendora gets more money fighting Errol Spence Jr. than he would Terrence Crawford, isn't that me being concerned? And somebody says, hey, man, I don't have a problem with Sebastian Fendora fighting Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. is a fighter. Sebastian Fendora is a fighter. And Terrence Crawford's a fighter. If somebody said, look, man, Sebastian Fendora is never going to get a better situation than fighting Errol Spence Jr. in Texas for 2 belts in front of in an area with a huge amount of Mexican fans and against a fighter that's very popular in that area with a bunch of Mexican fans. Isn't that what's good for the fighter? Isn't Sebastian Fendora a fighter just like Terrence Crawford is? Isn't Errol Spence Jr. having a chance to get 2 belts in his own hometown and build himself back up very quickly from a big loss? Isn't that also a good for a fighter? Aren't they fighters too? See, like I said, I don't need narratives. I don't need narratives. That's a narrative right here because that doesn't hold up. That doesn't hold up. It seems like more people are concerned. First of all, most people don't give a shit. More people are concerned about what the fighters that they are actually paying to see fight. So when you want to talk about more people, you know who more people are based off the more people that buy the fights and the more people that watch it on television. So if you have more people wanting this than wanting that, then more people want this fight than want that fight. They're not people buying these fights just because, oh, I really like Samson Leskovich. Oh, I really want Samson Leskovich to it. No. See, Corey Collins, that to me makes it seem to me that you're trying to find a way to justify this. Justify your position, whatever that is. Because I just think this is all politics. People care more about the no. Do not get confused with us talking on Twitter. Us 69 people listening to this on Twitter, and the 510 people listening currently on YouTube with what all boxing fans want. It seems to me, though, that if you talk about what's about the well-being of the fighter, then you should want the fighter to be able to fight for the most money they can get. Or are you just caring about Terrence Crawford's well-being and you don't care about Sebastian Vendora's well-being? Or is it that you just care about Terrence Crawford's well-being, but you don't care about Errol Spence's well-being? Right? See, those are empty words. At least the way that I hear it seems empty to me. Because Sebastian Fundora getting a fight with Errol Spence Jr. seems to be pretty good for that fighter. Am I missing something? Hey, yeah, can y'all get the likes up, man? Can you make sure y'all, okay, if you're here, I would love it if you hit the like. I would love it if you would hit the like. Because once we get to 400 likes, I'll put the link in the chat. Hey, man, I hate this shit. This is business. I hate doing this. Once we get to a total of 15 super chats, or we get to 500 likes, I can put the link in the chat. Other than that, you got to listen to me. You got to listen to me billow. Other than that, you got to listen to me billow. So, hey, man, hit that like or hit that super chat or the Cash App. Either one. Support the channel. We need it because we don't get any type of special benefits from boxers. Even though I am going to tell you, I am definitely looking for an interview. I'm definitely looking for an interview, just so you know. So yes, I have actively reached out to a promoter. So because I want to interview a certain fighter before it's too late. Before this fighter goes through the roof, and then I don't want to talk to him. I deserve it. I don't deserve that shit. I want it. I don't deserve it. I want it. Nah, I don't want to Spence. Nah, I'm good. I'm good with it. I've already interviewed Errol. I interviewed Errol a while ago. I'm cool on that, dog. I'm cool on that. Fuck those channels. Fuck them channels. Hey, watch Lamont Witt. Fuck you and fuck them channels. Fuck you and fuck them channels. Fuck you and fuck them. Fuck Turkey Al-Sheikh. Fuck you think this is? I don't give a fuck you, fuck them. Fuck you, fuck them. Fuck all y'all. What you think? And I didn't say fuck you, fuck them. Like, fuck you, fuck them. Shoot on sight for that dude. Fuck you, fuck them. Fuck Turkey Al-Sheikh. Fuck all of them. What do you mean? Why do I care? King? Like, come on, man. I mean, I don't mean it bad to Turkey Al-Sheikh, man. I don't what Whatever, man. Maybe what are they going to say? I mean, I'm not going there. I don't care. I'm an American. I want my fights in America, and I'm not going to Saudi Arabia, no, for no freaking boxing match. And I don't want the fights to go over there either. This is, some big channels say you're a bad guy. Hey, Chillville, and I don't even believe you, bozo. Chillville in the building. What's going on, man? Much love. Chillville is the channel sponsor. Big news be holding down the channel sponsorships. Yeah. I mean, I can't believe y'all think I care about that, man. Oh my God. His honorable excellency will not be happy with you. He will be calling you down to the prince's chambers. And they will be putting your ass in jail for saying that. I would be worried if I was in Saudi Arabia. Okay, because then I may get stuck underneath a stadium for a few years. But I'm all right, bro, on that. You know what I mean? I'm all right. I think I'll be okay. Get 40 lashes and I'll be stuck underneath somebody's hill for saying that shit in Saudi Arabia. But, you know, it's not dangerous over there. Big Dog Willie with the big $10 holla said Bill capped yesterday. He went a week without a lie. My fears of the earth getting hit by an asteroid is relieved. Bill had me scared for a moment. Nature has balanced itself out. Bill, don't do it again, man. Oh, my God, man. Please don't. Yeah, that's some scary shit. You're funny. They said Saudi's safer than the United States. I mean, from drive-bys. From drive-bys, yeah. But political dissent, man, I'll believe that shit when I see it. Anyway, His Excellency Wookie Wook. Exactly. Oh, no. What? Hey, what do you lie? Get your ass 40 lashes and stick your ass in somebody's palace. I thought don't they have slaves over there? Let me see something. Slaves in Saudi Arabia. Oh, yeah. God dog. Hey, according to Walk Free, in 2023, Global Slavery Index indicates that on any given day in 2021, there were 740,000 individuals living in modern slavery in Saudi Arabia. It equates to the equivalent of 21.3 people in modern slavery for every 1,000 people in the country. Dog, there's a city worth of slaves. I'm not taking my ass to Saudi Arabia. I am not taking my black ass to Saudi Arabia. Okay? Okay. There that goes. Dog, you got almost 1 million slaves. You can have a 1 million slave march in Saudi Arabia. Man, I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. I'm not going to goddamn Saudi Arabia. I'm keeping my ass right here, where we got some good old wage slavery going on. Anyway, you keep getting me demonetized, man. Man, you better get out of here, dog. Dog, let me tell you something, man. I know exactly what's going to get everybody's a wage slave. Everybody's a wage slave. We ain't talking about wage slaves. We talking about whips. We talking about no pay, whip your ass if you walk out the house type slaves. You got that right, man. Don't tell me that. I ain't messing with that. I'm not messing with. Yeah, okay, you take your ass over there. Okay, Deontay. All right, Deontay. All right, Deontay. You better stay close. You better keep your hey, man. You better walk hand in hand with them. Man, what do you mean you thought he wanted his lick back? Man, Nebraska Hustlers, man, go away, bro. You go, oh, hey, he's a duck. Or Errol's ducking him. Errol lost to that guy. He can move on and do whatever he want to do. Oh, man, Errol ducking him. Errol ducking the rematch. You buffoons. Errol don't deserve the rematch. He got whooped. But hey, watch this. Before Errol exercises the rematch clause, we don't need to see the fight. We don't need to see the fight. Errol got massacred. He doesn't deserve the fight. Then, now he's ducking the rematch. He's ducking the rematch. You mean the rematch you said that he didn't deserve and you didn't want to see? Don't nobody want to see that fight. Don't nobody want to see that fight. We want to see Terrence Crawford. We want to see Terrence Crawford versus Canelo. Now he's ducking the rematch. Julius Jones put this towards the Haney fight. Thank you, brother. Big A, man. Thank you, man, to Jones Consulting, man. Thank you, brother, for that support. Now, Pandora, let me tell you something, man. The Nebraska assassin. Oh, I get to throw Nebraska Huskers out of here. Yeah, you're out of here, Huskers. Somebody clip Huskers. Pow, 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 pow. Because I thought he was a Nebraska assassin. That's what I thought he was. Got to feed you to the wrenches, dog. So the wrenches. See, somebody clip Nebraska Huskers because he's not real. Because if he was, he would say corn Huskers. Okay, got to feeding you to the wrenches. Bop his ass upside the head. There you go. Where he at? I'm gonna get. Hey, dog. Hey, you better go back and look. Not. Hey, you can't get my guy Nebraska Assassins though, because I rocks with the Nebraska Assassins. Even though you got that old sneaky ass right there, that tells you everything that's wrong with Bud. That sneaky ass look he got on his face. I just watched an interview with the promoter, Fandora promoter. That gentleman is insane. Hey man, no, that gentleman is very rich. Samson Lesevich got the game on lock, dog. He got the game. You can clip his ass full time. You can clip his ass full time. Thank you, Julius Jones. And let me actually put you up there as a co-sponsor. Oh, actually, Julius Jones becomes the sponsor with a 1 penny raise. The Jones Consulting. With a $20 holla. Thank you, sir. You missed my Cash App, Noob, did I? No, I'm going chill. Sorry. And Chillville, oh, my bad. Yeah, this popped up. My man said Team Crawford with the big $5 holler. Thank you, Noob. Thank you, big Noob. Noob. Thank you, big Noob. I support Devin Haney with my cash. I support Terrence Crawford with my cash. I buy all his fights. And I always encourage everybody. Thank you, Chillville. Thank you, Big Noob. Thank you, sir. Chief number 1 sponsor in there. Let me put your name back up here, brother. Look, I'm going to support Devin Haney because I think he's a really good fighter. I'll support Bill. I support their endeavors. But somebody asked me, do I have, man, I'm not doing that dumb shit. The promoters don't do nothing for you. You know what I mean? They're not doing nothing for me. Only thing I've recently asked a promoter for an opportunity to interview somebody because I just want to have that opportunity. But it's not a fighter that is a huge name yet. So I just want to have that opportunity for people to talk to somebody that a lot of people want to see. I'm not going hunting for nobody's goddamn them dudes. The Starborn 007, brother. Oh, man, that's Starborn, bro. The Jones Consultant, my bad. That's Starborn. Man, let me give Starborn that. Man, I thought that's Starborn 007. God, dog, hold on, man. Let me change that up. Big time, Team Spence. Hey, dog, Team Crawford is holding down the chat today. I'm trying to told you. Dog, the Jones Consultant. Man, I'm sorry, man. That's my guy. Starborn 007. Team Crawford is holding down the chat. They not mad at me. And Chillville, because Chillville is actually up there by a whopping $25. Channel sponsors. Big time noobs. Big noob, big dude to be whooping my ass in chest. Oh my God, he be whooping my ass in chest. I got 1 win off his ass, and they ain't came close in that. Near again. Bud looked to be undisputed. If it's Bud or not, it's not all about Bud. It's not calling budding. It's called boxing. Look, man, Bud's a great fighter, man. All I'm trying to tell you, man, is, dude, you can't be blaming other people for. You can't say that everything that works for Bud is what's right. Do Bud fans know? Bud fans know. They know. T. Orlando, who's the Bud fans? The great Bud fans. Like Fahim Sator knows. He's like the number 5 Bud fan. Fahim Sator. Chillville knows. My guy Rick Timms knows. Starborn 007 knows. These guys know what the deal is, man. They're not acting. They're not out here in la-la land like you PBC haters. They know what he is. They're like, look, Bud is this great, 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 great fighter. He's this incredible fighter. Super incredible fighter. And he is. And then they'll be, but that you guys are not Bud fans. You guys are just some haters of the PBC trying to make noise as you don't want the PBC to do what the PBC wants to do. You've been hating on these guys for a long time. So when it comes to buying, what's up, TY? When it comes to buying Bud's fights, you're not there for him. But when it comes to standing in the way of somebody else's shit using Bud's name, then you're right there. You're okay with that. You're not a supporter. You're a hater of the other guys. Yeah, Fahim Sator. Yeah, Fahim Sator, King Bud. Bud's resume wasn't over the top. Bud's a great fighter, man. Come on, man. But look, you can't say nothing about Terrence Crawford in the ring, man. He does need to drop those belts, though. And Errol Spence ain't got to wait in line for no goddamn body. I wish you would tell me. You know what that reminds me of? When somebody says, hey, man, you need to wait in line. To me, it's like when one of you guys click this link and you tell me, hey, man, I'm going to let you talk. You're not going to let me do shit is what's going to happen. You're going to get the fuck off. Hey, you're just going to mute me. Are you going to mute me? Well, that depends on what you say. Why? Because it's my channel. And you're not going to try to guilt trip me out of me having I have a mute button for a reason. I can put your ass in the back for a reason. It's my channel. You're not going to be, oh, I would beat you if well, you better go find yourself a channel and pay me some money to go over there so you can mute me. Other than that, you ain't going to get a chance. Speaking of links, hey, man, I can't put no link in here, dog. I'm sorry, brother. We got 247 likes. I can't do no links, bro. Somebody got to hit a like, dog. We need about, I think the link is the minimum link is 400. We'll move it down to 400. But come on, man. There's 500 of you in the building, man. Y'all can hit the goddamn like button. If you like, hit the like button, man. And so I can put this link in this chat. Fry one of y'all. But y'all don't want to fry no more. Errol got the complexion for the protection. So yeah, I would love to, but y'all got to hit that like button. Or what did I say? Like 20 super chats. I don't care if it was $1. And so 7. I got to do some type of achievable metric up in this mug, bro. Because I'm a businessman. Tony. Where's Tony? Clifford Evans. Yes, sir. I think Clifford Evans was number 1. Oh, no, it was Nicole. Yeah, no. Okay, so what is that? What number are we looking at? $14. So yeah, just get the likes over 400 though. That's the easier route. I'm telling you, man, because seriously, man, you guys give me headaches, man. Otherwise, I'm going to keep talking to y'all. You know, certain cats can click links like, you can email me and ask for a link. If I got your email, just say, hey, email me the link. I'll let it go pretty soon, though. I'm kind of serious, though. Because for real, some of y'all just some freeloading ass dudes that don't help the channel at all. You just out here to say stupid shit like, there's other big time channels that say all these mean things about you, Fanon. Oh, there's a channel. He said such mean things about you, Fanon. Yeah, I mean, oh my God, he called you names. You've been kicked out. They kicked you out. Man, meanwhile, I'm sitting right here Meanwhile, I'm sitting right here. Hey, I'll sponsor this part of the video. Salute to the chat. I'm driving, so not in the chat. Hey, T. Wells, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. We'll put the link in a second, man. No joke. Let me check the likes. Once we get, we're getting close. We're getting close. Hit that like, snitches. Hey, Lord, snitches get stitches. Bud Jablonski's got to get a wrench pretty soon, man. Bud Jablonski's growing on me, man. Even though I know Bud Jablonski be on that bullshit, I think you're gonna get a wrench, sir. I think you're gonna get a wrench soon, sir. Damn, you skipped my super chat. No, did I, GM? Oh, I'm sorry. Buddy's got a little extra cash because Bud barely fights. Hey, no, man, Bud, look, dude, Bud be fight. Bud ain't got to fight 3 times a year. Bud fights 1 time a year. He's old. No criticisms for Bud inside the ring at all. You're never going to get that out of me, man. Because like I said, man, I'm on principalities. There's principalities involved here. The principles of business, the principles of politics, and the principles of logic. I am not going to be saying anything about Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence Jr. that's illogical. You're never going to, I'm not doing that. Much love, brother. Thank you so much. I think we should be we're at 305. All right, I'll put the link up. All right, that's enough. I'll wait along. Thank you for 300 likes. So I'll put a quick link in there. Oh man, they was mad about that. The dude busted gloves on live TV and nobody did nothing about it. That's suspect of true. Rolly was up. Rolly was up on 1 scorecard, not all of them, from what I understand. I think he was up on 1 scorecard, not multiple. What happened to Queen Vaughn? I don't know. Queen Vaughn is over there. I see her posting on Instagram. Queen Vaughn's on Instagram. I see her post every now and again, every now and then. Keep things rolling. Thank you, Malcolm Allen. Don't worry about it, man. I'll put it up there now. We good. We put it up there. I'll wait for a caller. Hopefully it'll be somebody that, something new. Something borrowed, something blue. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Rolly was getting beat from corner to corner. Yeah, he was. One time in the building. What's going on, one time?
Wait, let me mute my TV first. Okay, like this gonna be a recurring thing because with with Bud right now, if PBC isn't in Bud business, there's no Bud business, and that's what these Bud buddies getting angry with because I think I was voicing on here before, and I'll say it again if I haven't. Is they thought with Bud beat the brakes off of Errol Spence that Errol Spence fans was gonna become his fans, and that's just not the case. And someone asked me who you rather see fight, and I was straight up. I was like, shoot, give me Errol Spence. I want to see if Errol Spence still has it, or if it's just Bud just got his number. Sometimes that's the case. Some dude out there just got your number. But as far as I don't care to see Bud fight again. I'm just that partial about it. I'm not like I need to see him in the ring. His fans ain't even like that. And he wasting time. He wasted all this time trying to chase a Canelo fight that wasn't going to happen. So I don't even understand how they could take these dudes, even take him seriously. So how you feel about what I just expressed on that, or do you see as a difference?
I'm a little bit confused. Can you summarize it briefly?
Okay. With Bud, no one, because people, I think the Bud fans felt because Bud beat Spence.
Okay, I got it now. I remember. Let me be clear. Those dudes are not fans of Bud.
Okay.
You're just talking out the side of their ass. Like Joakim, you just said the dude Joakim said you're going here and people. No. The people you're talking about are not Bud fans. If Bud had all these damn fans, Bud's fights would sell. Anthony Brockman said, just because, big dog. Thank you so much, brother. Again, I'm going to go. Thank you for that $5 holler. Anthony Brockman. Thank you, sir. I see you over there on X. Look, here's the thing. I always watch Terrence Crawford's fights. So there's not a question for me about who would you rather fight. I'm going to watch Bud's fights. I'm going to watch Terrence Crawford's fights. They're not mutually exclusive. If Terrence Crawford fought Fundora, I'm buying the fight. I'm watching the fight. If Errol Spence Jr. fights Fundora, I'm buying the fight. It doesn't matter. I'm going to buy either way. So when you have a promoter or a other fighter that's looking at the fight and they say, look, man, every single one of these people that are going to buy this fight if I fight Terrence Crawford are going to be buying this fight if I fight Errol Spence. But there are people that are going to be buying the fight if I fight Errol Spence Jr. that are not going to watch it if I fight Terrence Crawford. And I can beat Errol Spence Jr. I can't beat Terrence Crawford. So I'm going to have another fight after that. Then that guy's going to go over there.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Now let me ask you. Now let me finish, man. I might get somebody on because I'm going to move on. But I appreciate you, Juan. Look, bro, that is a fake. That is a false question. I am going. If you say which one would I rather see, dude, It doesn't matter which one I'd rather see because I'm going to buy both of them. So, like, which would I rather have, my electricity or my water? Well, I'd rather have my water than my electricity. But guess what? It doesn't matter because I'm going to get both. So, there you go. So people want to act like, well, which one would be better? Dog, it doesn't matter. Ain't nobody that is going to literally buy, and I'm sure there's some people, but just as a general statement, people that are going to buy the Fundora Terrence Crawford fight are going to buy the Fundora Errol Spence fight. But there's a bunch of people that are going to buy the Errol Spence Fundora fight that will not buy the Fundora Crawford fight. And how do we, but why, what is the evidence for this? The evidence is that many of the people that paid for Sean Porter versus Errol Spence Jr. did not buy Sean Porter versus Terrence Crawford. All right, man, let me move on to the next dude, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you,
no
man.
problem.
All right, bro. So, yeah, man, you guys can save your cornball false-ass questions. That shit is a false-ass question. If you add, well, which would you rather have? Both. Juan Sutton, if you will not pay for a Spence fight, you will not pay for the Bud fight. Who the fuck do I be able to believe you? I won't pay for it. You ain't paying for fights anyway then. Then you're not paying for fights. That's a good fight. Errol Spence and Sebastian Fundora is a very good fight. Two big name fighters in a fight that you don't know which way it's going to go. Whole bunch of other boxing fans are going to watch it. Then you're not buying fights anyway. So your vote doesn't count. I'm not going to stop shit. It's the truth. If you're not going to buy that one, you're not buying the other one. You're just somebody talking about what you're not going to buy when you're not buying shit. Okay? And that's the problem with boxing. It's really easy to talk about it. It's really easy to talk about it when you're not paying for nothing. Easy to talk about what you don't want to see when you're not paying for anything. When somebody asks me, am I going to pay for the fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia? Without a doubt, I said yes. Because guess what? I bought a bunch of fights where I was like, but I want to see the fight. I am a boxing fan. I'm not about to sit up here and be like, hey, man, It's Friday. It's Saturday night. It's Saturday night. I'm sitting at home. Terrence Crawford is fighting David Evanesian on BOK Prime. What did I do? I bought the fight. Did I want to see the fight? No. I mean, did I want that fight more than the Errol Spence Jr. fight? No. Did I buy it? Yes. You guys don't get a vote because you don't buy. You vote with your pocketbook. The votes that people are counting are the buys. It's the ticket sales. That's where you know. That's what counts. All that other shit you're talking behind a fake-ass avatar of which you could have 15. You're trying to tell me those guys, that Dallas Stadium, where Errol Spence Jr. fights, those people are not on YouTube. You guys are just talking out the side of your neck about what you want and what you don't want, and politics and boxing. Pay. Buy the fight. Buy the fight. And I'm not talking about, you don't speak by not buying fights. And let's be real here too. You in boxing, you do not get a vote by not spending money on a fight. You only get a vote by spending money on a fight. So if you see, the reason that Errol Spence Jr. is getting the fight, will get a fight and Terrence won't, is because people bought Errol's fights. Once they stop buying it, then, hey, man, it's going to be a little tougher on Errol. It'll be a little tougher on Errol when they stop buying the fight. So if you want Terrence Crawford to get all, then buy his fight. Whatever fight he has next, vote for him. Buy his fight like I do. You need to, instead of talking about what you're not going to buy, because you're just a non-participant. You do, sir. You do. So, okay, you do. Well, go get some friends and tell them to buy Bud's next fight. Sure you do. Real easy to say sitting over there. Anyway, Mr. Sutton, I don't believe you, and you need to shush for about 5 minutes, however long that is. Wookie Wook, how can I help you, Wookie Wook? Oh, no, Wookie Wook. Hey, my guy, Kyle, thank you, brother, said Daily Ties. Thank you, brother. Y'all do a lot of talking about what y'all doing. I don't believe you, sir. I believe you. I'm not buying that fight. What's up, Yellow Boy? Much love, Yellow Boy. Thank you, brother. Said Team Crawford. You know what it is. Got to vote. Now, Yellow Boy buys the fights. Yellow Boy buys the fights. Wookie Whoop.
What up, Fanon, man? Good morning, bro.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, man. I just kind of wanted to cook on I just kind of wanted to just like I'm really over the whole the business part of it all. Like I'm just gonna assuming that Errol get the I'm on some shit like if Errol get my bad for none. Errol get the Fundora fight, right? And I'm on some I just want to cook on the optics of the fight, of the actual fight, right? Now I had to think long and hard about it, but I believe that that's actually a pretty good, if you want to call it a tune-up for Errol to go into a Bud rematch after, because when I went back and I looked at the Spence Crawford fight, it was the distance that gave Errol a lot of problems. You know, on top of you know the weight or whatnot or his discipline, but as far as the actual fight, it was Bud's distance that just kept catching Errol, right? And I'm thinking like, I just want to talk about that. That's what I want to talk about, the optics of Fundora and Errol, and the things that Errol could work on, fighting Fundora to get ready, you know what I mean, to get ready for Bud.
Nothing.
You don't see it with the reach. Bud got some long ass arms, bro.
Nothing. There's absolutely nothing fighting Sebastian Fundora going to do to help Terrence Crawford prepare for Errol Spence prepare for Terrence Crawford. Nothing.
I think I disagree. I disagree, Fernando. I do. I think as far as
I heard you, man. You said it. you don't got to. I know you disagree. I heard what you said.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you right, nothing.
I'm saying with the because we just saw Fundora actually stick to his game plan with the Tim Tszyu fight of the fundamentals of staying long and rangy.
Nothing.
Right. And I'm thinking that if he fight the same way with Errol, that give Errol a chance to actually work on some distance. You didn't see that the distance was the problem with the Bud fight?
Well, let me tell you something. Nothing. I'm gonna repeat it. Nothing. First of all, Terrence Crawford comes out in the southpaw stance. He's southpaw 90% of the fight. Dude is an orthodox fighter. Number two, Terrence Crawford ain't just a 1-2, ain't just 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. That ain't what that's not it. Dude, Sebastian Fundora is so far off from a skill level and the approach of Terrence Crawford. Hell no. If Errol Spence Jr. wanted to fight somebody to prepare him for Terrence Crawford, it would be somebody like Erickson Lubin. Somebody that's roughly the same height, somebody that's roughly the same length, somebody that is a southpaw, somebody that can box, somebody that if you said Erickson Lubin, I would say okay, that's something is a rough approximation. But Sebastian Fundora,
I was thinking of more on the point of working on things and working on the distance, and because that's the main thing that I saw that went wrong in that fight, Fanon, was the distance. He couldn't. It's like he couldn't gauge the distance. He was getting hit with shit I ain't never seen him get hit with before. So I'm just thinking about things that he could work on leading up into a Bud rematch that could like possibly be better for him.
And dog, seriously, no,
you don't see it.
No, not at all. I don't see that. Like, no, not at all. Erickson Lubin, maybe. Erickson Lubin, okay. Training with Landy Lara, definitely.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I'm not saying fight him. Training with Landy Lara, having Landy Lara as a sparring partner, definitely. Landy Lara. Those guys, Landy Lara, Erickson Lubin, Landy Lara in sparring, Erickson Lubin in a fight, and probably in sparring too. Those guys, I got it. But not an orthodox 6'6" guy punching down on you. Terrence ain't punching down on you like that. But anyway, I appreciate the input though, no doubt.
All right, man.
Thank you, Wookie Wook.
Yeah, that's really all I had. I just wanted to talk about the optics, bro. That's really it.
Yeah, I mean, but strictly speaking, I don't think you mean optics. I think you mean as far as stylistically. I think that's what you mean. Yeah. When you talk about optics, I was thinking you meant like what the public perception is, because that's what, when you use the word optics, you're really talking about public perception. But I get what you mean, though.
Okay.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, man. Have a good day, bro.
All right, Wookie, you as well, sir.
Peace.
Hey, man, David Williams with $100 holla, bloody red. Biggest supporter we got over here, man. It's definitely now the John Bowie sponsor, John Bowie super chat, sponsor of the day, which quite honestly could be the David Williams Award, because he's definitely the biggest, drops the biggest hammers on me of anybody on a consistent basis. He said, GM, good morning, my beautiful Fanon crew and visitors. Mr. Fanon, when a person lies to me, I can't support him. Bill and Devin broke my heart when I seen the sparring tape. It reminded me when Crawford lied, then called us all broke. I'm officially team Fire Stick when it comes to them. Yeah, oops. Yeah, that's a big L with that, dog. You do vote with your pockets. Now, I ain't lying. You do vote with your pockets, brother. Much love, brother. Thank you so much, man. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Woo! that's big, bro. I get you. I get you. I get you. Hey, thank you, Wookie Wook. Thank you, Wookie Wook. Thank you, Wookie Wook. Name one quick fighter Errol has fought in recent times. Sean Porter. He was fighting for championship belts, man. Man, dude, look, dude. Hey, thank you, David Williams. That's so huge. Look, man. Terrence Crawford is very difficult to beat no matter what, man. You're not going, ain't no magic button to beat that guy, okay? Ain't no magic button for that. Okay. I don't believe that. Hey, look, dude, he's just a great fighter, man. Just a great fighter. He lost to a great fighter. So now he moves on. Just what it is. Sorry. Arturo Gatti time. If you want to call it whatever you want. Dog, Arturo Gatti kept getting paydays, homie. Arturo Gatti, dog. Arturo Gatti kept getting it. Arturo Gatti kept getting it. Dumbass. You got David Williams just dropped $100 and you're asking me if this is a PBC sponsored channel. Why are you worrying about who's paying me money? That's how I know you. That David Williams, for real. David Williams literally just dropped $100 and you want to know whether the PBC is sponsoring it or not. He sponsored this. It's literally got David Williams, the channel sponsor, big 100 donation right below this. And you want to know whether or not the PBC is sponsoring it. No. I'm going to tell you, let me tell you who's sponsoring it. Guys like David Williams are sponsoring me. Believe it. And we don't have powwows about what he wants me to say. I don't know how many likes we. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's up now. David Williams sponsored it, so yeah, we're good now. Yeah, we are. Let me put this. Rick Timms. What Rick Timms say? Hey, Fernand, I got to speak on a panel last night with the great Dr. Phil Valentine on Saw Netter's Live, bro. Valentine is a Titan, still looking healthy. Honestly, man, I got to tell you, Dr. Phil Valentine, I don't know if I remember who he is. Let me see. It's been a long time since I've listened to a lot of these guys. Oh, the University of Comedic Science. I think I might. Let me see. Is there a picture of him? Oh, okay. Yeah. I know, dude. Yeah. I've seen dude before. Oh, wow, man. That's funny how much older he's gotten. I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it's been a long time. Jamie World, man, I hope you're serious. Are you serious or I got to throw you off?
Oh, yeah. Man.
I'm sorry?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I'm serious, man. Shit,
okay,
man.
Good. I was just checking. I got you. Thank you.
I was
you don't have to see your face.
Yeah, man, I wanted to call in because, you talking about the buying the fights, man. So let me tell you something. Last fight I bought, Very heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking experience. I went to sleep a little depressed after the fight. Last fight I bought was the Spence Crawford fight, man. It shit hurt, man. Waiting the whole undercard to see my man Spence get dominated one-sided like that. Shit like that hurts, bro. You know how much that pay-per-view was? I think I spent like what, almost $100 on it?
No, you spent $79. I'm pretty sure.
So okay, yeah, 79 for like about 80 some dollars just to watch Spence get dominated one-sidedly like that though for the main fight. And I feel like it be fights like that that make people not want to buy the fights. It's like, why are we sitting here waiting for support? You know what I'm saying? The biggest fight ever that ever happened in boxing, or just one of the top fights ever, just to see a man get completely dominated one-sidedly. Shit like that hurt. That was the last pay-per-view I bought. I was like, bro, I can't, bro. I can't buy it. I got my mans in my ear. My man's in my ear talking all this shit, laughing. Oh,
Bro,
down goes Spence, yada, yada, this,
dog,
that,
we can
and the third.
stop this. Dog, look. I don't want to talk about your personal experience about you being hurt that your guy lost. Okay? You have something to talk about related to boxing, bro.
No,
You can watch that fight. You would have watched that fight for free. He still would have got beaten. That would have made you feel better. That would have got the guy out of your ear because you bought it for free. Because you got it for free. That'd have made you feel better.
I don't think it would have made me feel better. But
well, then it ain't the money, bro. Then it's not the money. It's the fact that your guy lost.
But it's the fact that when we buy these fights, we're buying it to support whoever we're watching. Yes, that's the point. It's the support.
If you would have been upset, dog, I'm not. I mean, come on, man.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to give a reason as to why people don't
look. I know what you're saying. If you don't want to buy a fight unless you know that your guy is gonna win, then you don't want your guy to fight anybody dangerous.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Yes, it is, because that's a chance.
I mean, no. It's not that he lost, it's how he lost.
If you it wasn't a competitive fight. Man, I don't have the patience. I asked if you were serious.
I'm dead.
No, I meant like we're gonna have a serious conversation, dude. I don't want to keep talking about this. Your guy,
you finna hold me like that? Did you know?
What do you want me to do, bro? You're sitting up here trying to tell me a story about how you spent $75 to see Errol Spence Jr. get beat, and what does that mean for the other pay-per-views that you're gonna watch?
How he got beat for now.
So what? What does that mean about the fights moving forward, bro? Talk about something.
Okay. Nobody wants to possibly risk seeing top fighters.
So you're not going to buy any more any more pay-per-views.
Well, that was the last one I bought because that shit didn't make sense. No.
So you're not going to buy any more pay-per-views.
If
so you're not going to buy if Terrence Crawford fights Vendora, you're not going to buy that pay-per-view.
No, just because
so great. Let's get to this. If you're not going to fight, you're not going to watch Terrence Crawford fight.
But I don't like. I'm not a Crawford fan.
That's why. Are you going to buy Terrence Crawford fight Sebastian Vendora on pay-per-view? If they made it, are you going to buy it?
No, but just because I'm not a Crawford fan.
So let's move to the next one. Are you going to watch the fight between? Are you paying for the fight with Devin Haney and
Garcia? Yes. Do you not remember me telling you I think Garcia knocks Haney out with a left hook? You remember that? Yes, I'll buy the Devin Haney.
Let me get this right. So you just don't know boxing, and you're mad because you don't know boxing? Let me tell you, Devin Haney is not getting knocked out with a left hook.
I want him to get knocked out with a left hook.
Dog, he's not getting knocked out. Okay? He's not getting knocked out.
It's what I want to happen, though.
But it's not going to happen. Okay? That shit's not going to happen.
There's a chance. We don't know what's
going to happen. No, the fuck it's not. That chance is so minimal. That chance is so minimal. More than likely what you going to get, bro. More than likely what you're going to get.
If Haney get caught on the chin, we're going to see them legs buckle. He going to be in that bitch dancing if he get caught on the chin. Come on for now. Ryan Garcia quick. He got great hand-eye coordination. Don't do that. If he land one, it don't even got to be the left hook. It could be the right hand. It could be whatever he want to throw. If Haney get caught on the chin, he might buckle. Regis literally he didn't test Haney at all. We didn't get to see Haney's defense get tested at all since the Loma fight. We just didn't. Regis didn't do nothing. He was scared. Haney had his ass. We gonna keep it. I'm gonna be real. I watched the whole fight. I said, bro, this nigga Regis sucked. This nigga not even gonna test Haney at all. He just stood there flat-footed with his hands down. And Haney had the perfect footwork. In and out. He did his shit. But Garcia, he's quicker. He has experience with Haney already in the ring. I believe if Garcia lands something, it's gonna get bad for Haney. You got to be real. He didn't get tested versus Regis. It was a perfect. Haney did exactly what he wanted to do with Regis. It's a perfect tune-up fight after coming off that fight with Loma.
Hey,
You
man.
gotta be
Hey,
real.
dude. All right. Hey, man. Honestly, man, you gotta look. Look, man. When that fight is over, remember you said you paid $80 to see that. And
Hey,
when you
I'm paying to see him lose.
No, I'm not done.
He might not get knocked
I'm not
out, but
done.
I think Garcia got
I'll let you go for a minute. You don't know boxing very well, sir.
Because I want Haney to get knocked out.
No, because you're saying something. You're saying something that
you're
so
saying
you're
the
saying
minimum
something.
chance of happening, but it's
No,
a chance
I'm
regardless.
just gonna stop cutting me off, okay?
Go ahead, Fanon.
The same reason that Regis Prograis got beat up is probably the same thing that's going to happen to Devin Haney. It happened to Ryan Garcia. Regis Prograis was not out there trying to miss. He wasn't out there trying to stand still. He was fighting a fighter that is a world-class, top-level, one of the most skilled fighters in all of boxing in Devin Haney. Devin Haney is not a joke. Devin Haney is another level fighter from the vast majority of fighters in boxing. And whether or not you like him or you don't like him, don't hold your breath waiting for Ryan Garcia. If you're going to say, well, I'm not going to buy another pay-per-view because I have to sit there with my boy in my ear. If your boy said Devin Haney was going to outbox this dude 12 rounds to nothing, get ready for your boy to laugh at you again. Because you are basically looking for a lucky punch to land in order for that shit to happen to Devin Haney against Ryan Garcia. It is not likely to happen because Regis Prograis is a very good fighter. Yes, he's an older fighter. But God dog, man, do not think that Devin Haney is not, that if you are waiting for a one-punch knockout on Devin Haney, dog, look, man, I'm telling you right now, spend your $80, bro, but don't come up here giving me some speech later on about how upset you are because you spent $80 on a fight and it was a one-sided slacking. You very well got an opportunity to see a 12-round to nothing shutout against Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. But okay. And so, okay.
I think that'd be an entertaining fight. I really don't think
that shit's going to be a fucking snooze fest.
I don't think he gets shut out 12
rounds. That shit is a shutout. More than likely, it is a snooze fest shutout is the highest likelihood in that fight because Devin Haney is not about to come nowhere near Ryan to get hit with that fucking left hook. Okay? He's not. He knows it's right there. He already saw Gervonta Davis beat him. He knows what the man's doing. He's prepared for what the man's doing. Man, look, if it happens, anything can happen. So I'm not going to say it can't happen. But man, if you're going to try to say, oh man, I don't want this, I don't, man, please. And not knowing that Terrence Crawford could have possibly beat Errol Spence.
I keep telling you, that's not it's how he beat him to see
a
world-class champion get dominated for 8 rounds, and then the ref had to stop it. It wasn't even a competitive fight.
And you should know that any fight with Terrence Crawford, there's a chance of that happening, especially with a guy that ain't fought in 18 months. Okay, and has had one fight in 3 years. I gotta go, bro.
Now
I gotta go, bro. First of all, I'm having a fucking hard time talking to you. Guys, see you later, man. Ugh. And that camera angle, bro. You got to stop walking around making me look up at the top of your mouth, man. Jesus. Bro, I don't want to hear about that. G was cooking what? Man, the way that he got beat makes me not want to buy a pay-per-view. I get it. So you're not going to buy the pay-per-view. Are you going to buy Terrence Crawford's next pay-per-view? No. Oh. It was Kyle. I wasn't doing that for Kyle. Man, look, bro. If you want to jump up here and say something like this, I won't want, man, I ain't buying no more pay-per-views because, man, Errol lost so bad that I'm not buying no more pay-per-views. Oh, okay, you're not buying pay-per-views because Errol Spence Jr. lost bad. God dog, you don't have to convince me, remind me. I know the man lost bad. Dog, but what are you going to bring to the conversation moving forward? Okay? Well, and yeah, you about to buy Devin Haney versus, I'm buying all these fights, bro. Nah, Ryan's feet are not worse than Regis, man. Oh, it may be, actually. Man, Ryan ain't doing squat with Devin Haney, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Can we not act like we don't know? Look, if he lands the shot, okay, it may be a better fight, but man, no, bro, I couldn't do it. What's up, man?
Nah, what's up, brother?
I'm chilling, brother. What's up with you, sir?
Yeah, like that last caller just pretty much sums up what I had in my head. Like, there's so many different boxing fans out there, and we just get kind of cropped up and looped up in the same bucket. Like when people watch boxing, they watch it for different reasons, and they, like Buddy said, like he wanted it to happen and it didn't happen, so that ruined his experience. I get it, but if you're a true boxing fan, to me, like you appreciate what you're seeing. Like Bud is a phenomenal fighter, like you said. Like in the ring, I mean, dude is good. If you don't like him from the way he negotiates business or whatever, I mean, that's fine. But I don't see how you can call yourself a boxing fan and not see greatness in front of you and respect it. I've always said about Bud that he didn't do himself any favors by re-signing with Top Rank and staying with them so long. And
hold on, Emmanuel, please. I have to make an admission, Emmanuel. I don't have a lot of time for just I don't have a lot of patience from just rambling and shit. Okay, I really don't. I didn't say he was hating. That's why I let you go. But dog, we're talking about whether or not somebody's going to buy a pay-per-view. That's the topic. And you say you're not going to buy Bud's next pay-per-view. If you to sit and just keep talking about, man, God, dog, how bad he lost, and my friend was upset with me, and I paid $80 for it. And I say, dude, would you have been any more happy if you didn't pay $80? You can get back up, dude, and I will explain to you what I mean. And I'll let you talk. Come back up here, man. But, bro, you telling me that you wouldn't have been happy about that ass whooping if you paid for nothing. The money didn't have anything to do with how disappointed you are. How disappointed you are had something to do with the result. That's it. But if you're not willing to buy Terrence Crawford's next fight, then you're supporting what I'm saying. Look, dude, just because Terrence Crawford, matter of fact, oh my God, man, this shit is so fucking hard Not like, if you have to listen to what I'm actually saying and what the conversation is. We're not talking about whether or not we know Terrence Crawford beat the guy. We know Terrence Crawford won. That's already fucking established. You don't have to repeat that shit for 15 minutes. We know that. The question is, are you going to buy Terrence Crawford's next fight? And you said no. So that's my point. Just because Terrence Crawford won that fight doesn't mean fight fans are going to buy his next fight. So if you want to bring a point, make a point related to the point. If you just want to get up here and express the disappointment that you have for how Errol lost, shit, you could have done that shit 6 months ago when we were talking about that. But you can get up here and explain again. You're more than welcome. The link is at the top. Click the link again. But go ahead. But you gave me a headache, bro, because that's not what we're talking about. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Marcus. Go ahead, man.
Now you good. I'm just saying, like, as far as promotion, PBC is just a better promotional company than everybody else, in my opinion. If you look at everybody who's popular as far as, pay-per-view sales or whatever, like, they all PBC fighters, with the exception of Canelo. And now, Canelo is a PBC fighter. So, I mean, I think it just comes down to promotion at the end of the day, because Bud skills are there, but I mean, it kind of weird to me why, he don't sell as he's not as popular, I should say, or sells, as much as everybody else. Because, I mean, he has the goods. I mean, the man can fight, but like I said before, all boxing fans aren't the same. We look at the sweet science differently, and that's pretty much all I got.
Hey, thank you, Marcus Priest. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much, man.
All right, bro.
All right. That link is there. If you don't feel like you're able to express yourself fine, sometimes, dude, Emmanuel, what you want me to say, bro? You like that big ass, long ass diatribe you were going in on about how bad Errol got beat. I get it. But dude, that's not what we're talking about. Jamie World, put the Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I was just trying to say, I believe the reason why people don't buy certain pay-per-views is just because a fight like I said, a fight like Spence and Crawford, which is the last fight I bought of that magnitude, it was just a huge fight. We all had just such high expectations. And then for it's how it ended, it's like, damn, I just sat here, waited all this time, spent $80 just to watch him get one, just a one-sided. That's all I was trying to explain. That's what I was trying to say. And I was bringing that up because I heard you talking to someone about, like, oh, people don't buy pay-per-views, you can't vote. This is on the third, yada, yada, yada. It's like, but when we do, that's the type of fight we get in the biggest fight of the year, you know what I'm saying? That was the biggest fight of the year last year.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, well, that's what it felt like with the
It
Crawford
wasn't.
Spence. It felt like that was supposed to be the biggest fight of the year. So
it wasn't.
When it ended in that way, it was just like,
bro, it wasn't.
It was like, damn, you know what I mean?
Okay, I got you.
That's what I was trying to.
That's what I'm talking about.
That.
Right there.
No, I was saying.
I got your point, bro, and now you keep talking. I got your point.
All right,
I got your point. And you're gonna keep going and going and going and going and going and going. I got your point, bro. I got your point. Number one, that wasn't the biggest fight of the year. It wasn't. That's why I was like, dude, that's why, like, yeah, I got it. And you were starting repeating yourself over and over again, man. Number one, that wasn't the biggest fight of the year. And I am talking about people bought that fight. You bought that fight. Since you bought that fight, that's the vote that counts. If you don't buy the next fight, but a lot of other people do, they are telling you, we want to see that fight. You yourself, Emmanuel, said that you would not buy Bud's next fight. I didn't ask you why people don't buy pay-per-views. The number one reason that people don't buy pay-per-views has nothing to do with what you said. Nothing. I wasn't talking about why people buy pay-per-views and why people don't buy pay-per-views. I'm not giving you a reason why they do, why they don't. Because, dude, some people don't buy because they don't have a job. Other people buy because it costs too much money. I'm not talking about why they didn't buy it. I'm talking about the fact that they didn't buy it or they did buy it. The fact of the matter is you bought it. You bought it. So now they look at the numbers and they say, how many people bought this? And they're not going to say, well, they bought it because that was their cousin, or they bought it because they're from Dallas, or they bought it because they just, a friend asked them to. They're just going to know you bought it. And since you bought it, they're going to give you more of what you bought. Now, it's not, you can't tell me people didn't buy a certain fight because of how the fight turned out. That shit is ridiculous. You cannot tell me people did not buy Errol and Terrence because of how Errol and Spence fight turned out, because you don't know how the fight's going to turn out until after you bought it. Dude, I don't have a lot. I mean, I'm sorry, man. I don't have a lot of focus, a lot of patience for that, man. You're telling me that you are unhappy with how the fight turned out. That's why you're not going to buy Errol's next fight. But you are going to buy Devin Haney's fight with Ryan Garcia because you think how it's going to turn out. Don't buy fights for how you think they're going to turn out. Buy the fights for what is actually happening in the fight. How about that? Because, sir, you're going to be disappointed because you think that you're looking for a knockout with Ryan over Devin. Good luck. Pierre, how can I help you?
Hey, what's going on, Fanon, man? Been watching your channel for a while, man. I love your channel, man. But
thank you.
Just want to touch up on it, man. You're 100% right, man. The way we support these fights is we buy them, not with the possibility of our fighter winning the fight. It's all about supporting our fighter. So you're 100% right, man.
Well, I appreciate you, Pierre. Thank you, brother. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Oh, nah, man. I just want to chime in on that, man. But y'all have a good one.
All right. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Pierre. Thank you, man.
Yep.
Big Dog Willie, how can I help you, Big Dog Willie?
You know what? I just want to say I sympathize with Emmanuel. I remember when I was 10 years old and Hulk Hogan lost. And I got, what's it called? WrestleMania. And he lost. And I didn't want to buy another WrestleMania at all. And what I realized is that you can't control what happens in these fights. And when Hulk Hogan lost, I was devastated. Like, I stayed in my room for like 3 weeks and just watch old films of him playing with my Hulk Hogan doll, everything. But that's all I want to say. I sympathize with him. I was 10, but I sympathize with him. That's all.
Yeah, so what we need to do is, I like how you said that. So what we need to do is, in order for us to make sure people buy pay-per-views, we have to choreograph the fight. So the fight goes exactly how you think it should go.
Yeah.
And that way we know what is going to happen in the fight. So since everybody knows exactly what's going to happen in the fight, then they'll buy the fight because they know what's going to happen in the fight. Even though if you already know what's going to happen in the fight, why would you buy it to begin with? It was so frustrating. Somebody called him Judge Bar, man. And that was, I can't even lie, bro. I really wish you would stop. Whoever keeps saying that Star Wars character, please stop doing it. Now, no, dumbass. That's not your point. That's a terrible point.
I'm gonna get off, dude. I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you for
All
now.
right, man.
All right.
Thanks, bro. That's your point. You shouldn't take fights unless you know exactly what's going to happen in the fights. All right, man. I'm sorry. This is my character flaw right now. Emmanuel is definitely on that little yellow bus, bro. Kenny, man, how can I help you?
Yeah. How's it going for now?
I'm fighting a headache, and I'm losing.
Okay, well you ain't gotta worry about that here, cause I'm gonna switch the topic a little bit. I want to talk about this whole Bud thing, man. How they ducking and how Tim Tszyu was prepared to duck him if he would have won. Fandora ducking him, man. Errol Spence jumping in the ring. I mean, I think he looked like a goofball going out there. I mean, last time we seen you just got dismantled by Terrence Crawford. Now you gonna get in there and try and jump the line of the man. So when people saying he should be trying to get the rematch, they saying if you're gonna fight anybody, at least try and get your get back first. Don't be trying to jump the line in front of the man that just beat you. The first thing you should worry about is trying to get your get back. If that ain't gonna work, then go find something else to do. Work your way back up.
Let's help you with something here. Who is Terrence Crawford trying to fight?
He was the winner. He trying to get the belts at 154. The winner, Fandora.
Just answer my question, please.
Sebastian,
in a simple name, the name of who he's trying to fight.
Sebastian Fandora.
So therefore, he's not trying to fight Errol Spence.
Right.
So therefore, Errol can't get his get back. He's got to move on.
Yeah, but it was his fault though. I mean, how long you want him to wait on him? I mean, that rematch had been, it ain't get pushed back.
No, I don't care. Terrence Crawford is fighting, put in an application to the WBO to fight the winner. That's who he says he wants to fight. So since that's who he wants to fight, Errol Spence Jr. is not getting his get back. He's going to move on and he's going to fight somebody else. Whoever he fights next is whoever he fights next.
Yeah.
So therefore, you can put that whole, you should want to get your get back shit goodbye to that. Because he's not fighting Terrence next.
Well, we shouldn't see you. We shouldn't see you. Don't be jumping in the ring. Now all of a sudden you already go to fight.
Why not?
Because the man that just whooped you badly, that's his spot right now to go get it.
It's not his spot.
How it ain't his spot?
It's not his spot because he's not fighting the guy.
Fandora should want to fight the best in the division.
That's fucking Austin Fandora. That's not Terrence. That's not Errol's responsibility. Why are you blaming Errol for something Fandora wants to do?
Because
your bitch chose him. What the fuck?
I called them all like as a group. Remember, they all with the PBC.
Hey, let's stop.
Call them all as a group.
Fandora wants to fight Errol Spence Jr. for 2 belts. Errol Spence Jr. can fight Sebastian Fandora for 2 belts. Errol is not keeping Sebastian Fandora from fighting Terrence Crawford. If Sebastian Fandora wanted to fight Terrence Crawford, Sebastian Fandora can go fight Terrence Crawford. That's not Errol's fault. That's Fandora's fault.
Well, I'm just talking about. Well, now I'm gonna just talk about the optics of it. Remember we was talking.
Now you want to switch up the whole conversation. Fuck the optics. Let's get back to your point. You made your point. You said you weren't going to give me a. You said you weren't going to give me a headache. You failed. You're adding to my headache. Because because you're saying things that are silly. You say, first of all, that Terrence Crawford wants to fight somebody else, so Errol needs to be focused on fighting Terrence, who is fighting somebody else. So Errol shouldn't fight anybody else. He should just sit around the rest of his life and wait on Terrence. Stop it. So that's out the window. Okay, let's go. Not yet.
The reason why the rematch.
I don't care.
Happen is because
first of all, you don't know. You do not know. You do not know that. We've already been through this shit. You don't know that.
You know. I would go to the bank with that one. Is what I'm telling you.
Well, go your ass to the bank. I guarantee you they're not going to cash that.
He's the reason that the rematch.
Yeah, I'm sure that's very convenient for your argument.
You all know that.
Seeing as I don't know that. Seeing as Errol exercised the rematch clause. He exercised the rematch clause. Terrence Crawford said on multiple occasions he wanted to fight Canelo. He wanted to fight about 5 other people, and he's been saying it during the time that the rematch clause was there. He said he wanted to fight Canelo.
The people.
Terrence Crawford has said out of his mouth Dog, Terrence Crawford has said out of his mouth, the Errol Spence Jr. rematch hasn't happened because he hasn't exercised his rematch clause. He said that. After Errol Spence Jr. exercised his rematch clause, he said he was moving. He said he wanted to fight Jermell. He said he wanted to fight Canelo. I want Canelo. I want Canelo. Then he went from, I don't want, now Canelo's not going to make the fight. Now he wants Tim Tszyu.
Exactly what he was saying was, I beat the guy badly. I don't want the rematch, but if he exercised the clause, I will go through with it. And that happened. And then Errol kept pushing back with surgeries and stuff.
The rematch clause expired. It is done. It's not happening. Now, Errol can fight whoever Errol wants to. Like anybody else that loses a fight. You don't go into indentured servitude for Terrence Crawford because the rematch not happening.
Well,
so Errol is going to 154, and he can fight whoever he wants to fight at 154. And if that fighter chooses Errol and not Terrence, that's not Errol's fault. That is that fighter's fault. So go blame Sebastian Fundora.
Now, when I first called in, what I first said was, I said, let's talk about Tim Tszyu being prepared to duck Crawford, Fundora ducking.
I'm not going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about somebody.
First of all, jump in the ring looking like a jackass. So
you can't call. Fuck that. You can't call two people a duck at the same damn time. Pick Sebastian Fundora or pick Tim Tszyu. Sebastian Fundora lost. Tim Tszyu lost, so he did not duck Terrence Crawford.
But before the fight,
Stop calling people ducks for shit they didn't do. Tim Tszyu lost to Sebastian Fundora. So Tim Tszyu did not duck Terrence Crawford. Take his name off of that. Why are you mentioning something? No, stop it.
Make the comment. He said he was gonna fight Spence too.
Why are you
the same thing Fundora would have did? So why I can't call him? I'm
trying to be polite.
If I think Tim Tszyu would have won the fight,
I'm really gonna throw you off.
Come on, now.
I'm gonna throw you off. The man didn't duck. He lost.
I say he was prepared to duck.
I don't care if he was prepared to look. He was prepared to fight him too.
I can't make that statement.
Stop the shit, okay? You want to throw a bunch of mud around and hit everybody with your mud. You can't throw mud at both Fundora and Tim Tszyu at the same time.
I can't.
Sebastian Fundora, Tim Tszyu lost.
It doesn't matter. If I think Tim Tszyu
it does matter because Tim Tszyu lost. I'm not going to keep doing that dumb shit. Leave Tim Tszyu's name out of it. He lost. You just want to throw mud on a guy. He didn't duck. I want to talk about somebody that actually ducked him. Not somebody that was prepared to duck him. Somebody that might have ducked him in the future. Could have possibly ducked him. Tim Tszyu did not duck him. So leave Tim Tszyu's name out of it. Because he didn't duck him.
I don't think you don't have the right for me to feel that way. That's how I feel. Now
Fuck what you feel. Fuck what you feel. Fuck what you feel. Tim Tszyu did not duck that man. He lost the fight. He didn't duck him.
So Fundora is ducking him, right?
Tim Tszyu, he's got a broken fucking nose. You don't even know who he's fought yet.
I'm talking about Fundora. I mean,
Fundora has not ducked anyone. He has a broken nose and he's out to December.
Okay. We look at what people say now. So
I don't. You look at what people say. I'm looking at what people do. You just want to throw a bunch of mud at the guy.
You're trying to logic talk.
Tim Tszyu didn't duck him. Sebastian Fundora hasn't even picked who he's going to fight yet. He hasn't done anything. The man is going into surgery for a broken nose. He has not done anything yet. He has not fought anybody yet. So he has not ducked him. Stop it. The fucking fight happened last Saturday. It's Wednesday. He did not duck him. How can you a fight take? He won his title on Saturday night. It's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's 4 fucking days ago. How in the world could he have ducked him now? He couldn't have. So you want to call, fuck all that. He's about to, he could in the future, all of that. Because he didn't do it yet.
You trying to skip
dude, I don't want to talk about the possibility that somebody could do something 6 months from now.
We can talk about people's actions and how they acting. So
you can't talk about their actions because they didn't do anything.
When Spence jumped in the ring, he should have said, "Get on out of here. I don't want to fight the guy that beat you."
Why?
Because you're supposed to want to fight the best, especially in your own division. He's finna drop
Where
the
was
belt.
Bud? Where was Bud?
Huh?
Where was Bud?
It doesn't matter where he's at. I ain't say he
Yes,
had to
it
jump in
does.
the
What
ring.
did you want him to do? So you think Sebastian Fundora should go fly halfway across the country and jump in there and go to B&B Gym and bow down to the feet of Bud?
No.
Like I said, we will cross that road when we get to it. When Sebastian Fundora actually picks to fight Tim Tszyu. If he fights Tim Tszyu next.
Yeah, but you got to pick up on
no,
this.
dude. I don't want to talk.
These
I'm
things
not
early.
talk to
You got to pick up on this stuff early. You
bro,
don't wait till
no,
you don't wait
I'm not
till the
picking up
last
on
minute.
shit because he'll fuck around, turn around and fight Terrence Crawford, and we would have went through all this stupid shit for nothing. You're out here calling the people a duck for something they didn't do, bro.
Which would be fine.
Dog, then what? Then let's wait till he doesn't do it then.
I ain't call him a duck. I say their actions is looking like they prepared to duck. What the Fundora manager say?
Terrence Crawford looks like he's prepared to duck.
Said Crawford can't fill up.
It looks like to me. It looks like. Let me tell you what's happening.
The stadium. What does that
I'm going
mean?
to tell you who's ducking. Let me tell you who's preparing to duck. Terrence Crawford's preparing to duck. Is preparing to duck Erickson Lubin.
Why is that?
Oh, well, why is he preparing? Because once Sebastian Fundora drops the title, then Erickson Lubin is going to be the person that it's ordered, and then Terrence Crawford is not going to fight him. Because Terrence Crawford is decided to hold his 147-pound belt. So I want you to criticize. I want you to criticize Terrence Crawford for preparing to duck Erickson Lubin. Also, let me tell you who else he's going to prepare to duck. He's preparing to duck Terrence Crawford because Jaron Ennis, because Jaron Ennis could move to 154 pounds and call him out for a fight at 154. Terrence Crawford's preparing to duck him too.
See,
he's also preparing to duck. Let me tell you who else Terrence Crawford's preparing to duck. Terrence Crawford's also preparing to duck Jermell Charlo because Jermell Charlo may come back to the weight class and say, I want to fight Terrence Crawford. I am the undisputed champion, should be undisputed. You should want to fight Jermell because Jermell's the best at 140.
Now, let me tell you the mistake that you're making by naming all those. You acting like I'm not coming out with no like actions that they're doing, like no residue.
I got actions. I got an action for every single one of those. I got an action for every single one of those. Okay. Number one, there's a rumor out there that Terrence Crawford turned down Erickson Lubin already. So there's an action. There's another rumor, and he's already acting and said that Terrence. No, dude, you want to talk about what people said? I got you on all that shit. I can do all that shit. Terrence Crawford said he wouldn't fight Eric. There was nothing in it for him to fight Jaron Ennis, so he's preparing to duck him.
It wasn't nothing.
You gotta go, bro.
Come on.
You gotta go, man. Fucking all you guys with your goddamn crystal balls and shit. Man, I'll see you later, Kenny, man. You know you fucking need to get out of here with that shit. Kyle Porter, how can I help you?
Hey, good morning, Fanon. I think it's not anything about ducking. I mean, you're signed to a promoter and an advisor, and they're advising you to pursue a fight with one fighter. I don't think Fundora is avoiding Crawford. He's being advised and promoted by a company who's saying, this is the fight we're going to have next. If he has to relinquish the belt, yeah, it looks bad optically because now he's not going to fight Crawford. But again, it's not just about the fight. It's about money as well. So I think Fundora has the heart to fight whomever. But again, he's advised and he has a promotional company and he's got to kind of, consider that in making his decision. And then the other thing with the other caller that was just saying, I paid money for the fight and I was really disheartened by the result. That's the nature of a fight. We don't know what's going to happen. If you want to know what's going to happen, then why would we even purchase the event? So I just thought that his logic or his perspective of what a fight should be, if you know the result, then what are we even tuning in for? And then the last thing I wanted to speak on is, for example, he was saying that Ryan Garcia can perhaps, I guess, knock out Devin Haney. And I think that it's more likely that Garcia lands on Haney and hurts him than other fights that we have watched. So I don't think it's that far-fetched. Is it likely? No. But, I mean, if we thought Rolly was going to knock out Tank, you know, like to me, Ryan Garcia is a more skilled fighter than Rolly. And Haney's more chinny than Tank. So I think...
Who said you thought what?
Well, the only reason why we tuned in to the
somebody thought that Rolly Romero was going to knock out Tank?
Well, we supported the fight because there was a small opportunity for Rolly to win, and it would be hurting Tank. But it was unlikely, very unlikely, super unlikely.
That shit could balance his chat on the eyelashes. That chance
very
could
slim.
balance on the eyelash of a gnat.
Okay, but we still purchased and supported. So
yeah, but dude, fuck no. Who thought that? Like, come on, man. Like, hey, man, there's some fights where I was nervous. Like, I was nervous for the Hector Garcia fight. Hector Garcia is a way better fighter than people give him credit for.
Yeah.
I was also nervous for the Isaac Cruz fight because Isaac Cruz is a way better fighter than people were giving him credit for.
Okay.
Mario Barrios, way better fighter than people are giving him credit for. Rolly, I'm in the crew of the WBA mandated that. And that was a matter of his ass waiting for his ass to get knocked out. Like,
but believe it or not, after the fact, you know, Tank was giving props to his power. And he was even so much impressed with his power that he picked him to beat Isaac Cruz. You know? So
did he?
Yeah, he was like, on Twitter, he was basically commenting that, like, you know, Rolly's gonna win. And then even after Rolly lost, he's like, Isaac Cruz is feeling that pain. You know, kind of like upping the power that Rolly possesses. But all I'm getting at is I think Ryan Garcia has a greater chance than that hair chance that you just stated of hurting Haney, because Haney is shown to be like
you're talking about Ryan Garcia
against Devin Haney.
Yeah, Ryan Garcia, dude, I'll call the fight. I'll call that shit 80-20.
Yeah, that's about right. But also,
hey, I got two guys right behind you, brother.
Last comment is Regis Prograis, according to GM in the he educated me, he only threw 5 right hands. Left hands rather. He was just sitting there like a sitting duck getting picked apart. He didn't even try to like bail out and apply pressure, go out swinging. He just sat there and got dominated. And I don't think Ryan's going to just sit there. At the very least, he's going to go out on the shield. So that's one thing. Like Regis just kind of like rolled over after he was recognizing he couldn't touch Haney. But he never made an adjustment, tried to do anything. He thought he was going to outbox Regis, which was mind-blowing. So I think that, you know, it's the only point that I agree with that other caller. So that's all I wanted to say. But thank you.
Yeah, man, don't hold your breath on the win.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Don't bet the house on that shit. It could happen.
80-20, like you said. 80-20 is how I'm seeing it. But thank you, man.
Don't bet the house on that shit. All right, man.
All right.
Get back. King Creme de la Creme. How can I help you, sir?
What's going on, big dog?
I'm chilling, man. What's on your mind?
After that press conference with that Fundora fight, Fundora was saying that he wanted Terrence Crawford because he's the best fighter in the world. But his promoters keep on trying to big up Errol Spence. So it's like the man said it out of his mouth. And from my opinion, because everybody just speculating, like somebody know more than other, like why would Terrence Crawford not want that rematch with Errol Spence? Like, I just dog walk you. You can get it at any weight class you want. So for people saying that Terrence Crawford, like, he didn't want it, like, and he called out Canelo because other than that, like, if I just dog walk you, yes, I want the biggest name. Like, you can sign the rematch clause if you want to, but I want the biggest name out there because I just made you look like exactly who you are. Like, you're a PBC fighter, man. You're nothing.
You're a PBC fighter. You're nothing.
He just showed you that. You're nothing.
Oh, we have an intelligent conversation, bro. I'm not interested in the corny.
Did he just show
PBC fighters? You think somebody's nothing because he's a PBC fighter?
Well, Crawford just showed him that.
They showed that he's nothing because he's a PBC fighter. Dog,
he just on a promotion. I'm just putting it in there.
No,
But it's
for real.
like,
You want to have a real conversation? Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a PBC fighter. You think he's
and
nothing?
then I ain't gonna lie, I didn't order all Floyd fights, but when I got older,
No,
Floyd
can
was
we have
picking
a real?
these
I
guys.
mean, for real. I
Floyd
need
was
to
picking
know if
these
I'm going to
guys,
talk to
man.
your ass ever again or not. Can you please put corny shit to the side?
No, if you telling me you're a real boxing fan and as old as you are, Floyd was picking these guys and beating these guys. He knew he can beat these guys. You know that, like, yes. Floyd wouldn't even fight. He was picking these guys, and then they over the hill, like, man, Floyd. And I'm a Floyd fan. Like, I was about to get the man tattooed on me. But this nigga just literally picking these guys. It's like, no, you're not fighting the best company. You're not.
He
really
picked Canelo.
Huh?
He picked Canelo.
Canelo was inexperienced at the time, dog. He knew he could
He had
beat
40.
Canelo.
He had 40 fights.
Against who?
40 fights. 8 of them were world championship title defenses.
Like they tell everybody else, who you fighting? You fighting bums. Who he
Man,
fought
dude,
against?
I'm
Who
gonna
did
be like
Canelo
real
fight
quiet
against
with you,
before he
bro.
fought against
You're
Floyd?
a fucking joke.
Who did he
I
fight
don't
against
want.
before he
I
fought
don't want to
against
waste
Floyd?
my time with a joke.
Who
There's
did he
nothing.
fight against?
You're not serious about this, man.
Who did Canelo fight against
No,
before he fought Floyd?
please don't waste my time, bro, with this shit.
You can't answer that question. Who did he fight against
I
before he
can't
fought
answer
Floyd?
what question.
Who did Canelo fight against before he fought Floyd?
He fought and defended the WBA Super Championship 8 times.
I'm waiting
He
for
was
him.
40-0.
I'm waiting. Who? And then they
He
like
was
Floyd,
40.
say, like
He
Floyd
was
said,
40-0.
what Floyd say, we build these guys up.
Bro,
and we
let me
take
tell you.
them
Let me tell you what
all
I'm
that
not going to do.
promotion shit they
Let me
got
tell you what
going
I'm
on.
not going to do. I am not going to debate to you. I'm not going to go for this stupid shit people like to do. You want me to go name a fighter so that you can ask me the next question, which is who did they fit? Who did they fight?
I ain't ask you the next
You
question.
tell me who he fought.
You propose
You
they
tell
fought.
me who he fought.
He fought no damn body. He fought a bunch of bums.
Who?
And like
Who are the
like with
bums?
Floyd, like when Floyd
Who
was
are the
a lot of
bums
these
he
guys.
fought?
Say it again.
Who are the bums he fought?
When I don't know no bums. I was following Floyd at the same
Who are
time.
the bums
And
that
then I'm gonna keep it real. Like that, like they built Rolly up. Rolly just came out.
shut up? Who are the bums that Sal Alvarez fought? You called them bums, so you should know who they are. Who are they?
When I ask you that same question, you're gonna give me the same answer I'm gonna give you because we don't know. Just like Rolly, who did Rolly fought before he fought
Bro,
Tank?
I know.
Why did Rolly get a chance with Tank? Because they built this guy
Dude,
up.
you're changing the topic, Bozo. You're changing the topic.
No, it's the same thing they doing
It's
in
not
boxing.
the same thing. They're two different fights.
It
You're
is.
joking.
They build these
You're a fucking
promoters, building these guys up. They ain't
What a
nothing.
joke.
And then it's like now they got
What a-
this so-called fanfare. Rolly
What
wasn't selling more tickets than Crawford. Rolly wasn't doing none of that. Like, man, y'all keep on talking about Crawford not selling tickets. How they gonna say this man ain't gonna sell tickets on his next fight because of
Dude, you're a joke. Hey, who did Kermit Cintron fight?
I don't even know no damn Kermit Cintron.
So how do you know? So is Kermit Cintron a bum or not?
He got to be a bum. I don't know him. Who talking about Kermit Cintron?
Hey man, who's Salvador Sanchez?
Another bum. Another bum. Who he ain't fighting nobody. Who is he? In 2 days, it's like, who is Rolly Ramirez? You're another bum. They're gonna put you in the ring with Pitbull and then Tank. Come on, dog. Like they know this man ain't never deserved no opportunity.
Hey man, this dude called Salvador Sanchez. Hey man, this man called Salvador Sanchez a bum.
We don't know you. Who are you?
Yes, we do know who Salvador Sanchez is.
You might know him, but
no, we all know who. Put a 1 in the chat if you know who Salvador Sanchez is. So do you know who? You have no idea who Salvador Sanchez is.
No. Hell no, he ain't kicking nobody.
Salvador Sanchez is considered to be. Let me tell you who Salvador Sanchez is.
Talk to me.
Somebody widely known as one of the top 10 fighters in all history.
That's okay.
Salvador Sanchez is somebody that is known, widely considered to be one of the top 10 fighters of all goddamn time. And you don't know who he is.
No.
So therefore, maybe the fact that you don't know him doesn't mean he's a bum.
No, I'm like, is this guy fighting now? Because I ain't never heard of him.
No, you ain't never heard of Salvador Sanchez. Then maybe you shouldn't be talking then.
maybe why should I not be talking? Because I'm ordering.
Because you don't know boxing. If you don't know who Salvador Sanchez is,
That don't mean that
I might as well have asked you, do you know who Muhammad Ali is?
Man, yes.
Well, then
But
okay. Then you should know who Salvador Sanchez is.
in my time, I did not watch.
Well, look, sir. Look, sir.
3 years
Look,
old.
what
I
about
never
Kasim
watched a
Umar?
Muhammad Ali
Hey,
fight. I never watched
hey, he beat Kasim Umar. He beat
George Jones Jr. But
he
when
beat
I do
Kasim.
know
He
about their
beat he beat Kasim Umar.
There we go. Who
You don't know who Kasim Umar is either, do you?
heard of him?
Okay, so that means he's a bum, right?
Never heard of him.
So that means he must be a bum, right?
Got to be a bum.
Because you never heard of him.
Keep going. Yeah. He's a bum. Who is he? Who is this guy? I ain't never watched Muhammad Ali. I never watched Joe Frazier. Why do I still hear about them? I caught about 5 Tyson fights in my life. I caught about 3 Roy Jones.
Bro, you don't. They look seriously, man. I gotta let you go, dude. You sound like a buffoon.
You sound like who is this?
You sound like a
What
buffoon.
did he fight in?
You don't know who Kasim Umar. Because first of all, Gennady Golovkin beat Kasim Umar, but Kasim Umar was a former 154-pound champion. He's African. He's a fucking beast. Is who he is.
What notable names did he fight? You keep throwing out these names. Who are these?
Notable? You don't. I give you notable names. You don't know who they are.
Who are they? I know Muhammad Ali.
That's my point. You don't know notable fighters. You know somebody. You may know Ali, somebody that anybody walking out on the street would know, but you don't know who Salvador Sanchez is.
Oh, I know.
Do you know who Wilfredo Gomez is?
Yeah, I know Arturi Gotti. I know.
No, I said Wilfredo Gomez.
Yes.
Who is he? Who did he fight? You don't know. Dog, look, bro, you're a casual boxing fan, bro. I can't. You're on mute. You're on mute. Nobody can hear you, brother. I don't even have you on mute. You're on mute yourself. Something's wrong with you, man. You might have got a call. Something's going on. But dog, you don't know who these guys are. You're a joke, bro. And I'll wait for you to figure this shit out. But the fact of the matter is, there's plenty of people that are really good fighters that you don't know. Okay. Let's just go with that. All right. You can't tell me who Terrence Crawford fought. Hey, Tim McKnight, you got to get on and get off. Come back on, silly. Come back on after you get another connection, okay? Because your shit is broke. I can't hear you talk. You look like a buffoon. Carl Brown, how can I help you?
Salute. What's good, Fanon? Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you, man.
Hey, Fanon, I just wanted to jump on. I ain't gonna front. I was getting a little frustrated. I think you just gotta let them Terrence Crawford fans, and I ain't even talking about all of them. I think me and you had this conversation before. You just gotta let them talk, man. Like they don't know nothing about Terrence Crawford himself. You know what I mean? And I ain't shitting on all of them. It's just some of them. They don't know boxing. They only know what Terrence Crawford did when he was at welterweight. They heard about what he did at 140. They didn't even look at those fights. They don't buy none of his fights. And let's be for real about it. Just start asking them simple questions like, you know what I mean? Like, who Terrence Crawford fought in 2014? People, regular boxing fans would know that. They don't know none of that stuff. So you just gotta, excuse them. You know what I mean? Like, they gonna give you a hard time every time, Fanon. I see.
You paused out, brother. Come on back, man. Oh, hey, dude. Oh, no, you're back. Go ahead. You're back now.
Yeah. Oh, let me. All right. I look at the replay of things. Like, even if I don't catch you live, Fanon, you know what I mean? I had a couple of conversations with you. But I see it all the time, man. They feel like this is the channel to come on to, and because you let them live. Like, it's so many things that I know, because I see you, I hear you, that you can just shut their whole shit down with. But I think, you know what I mean? You let them get their shit off, and you be hoping that they come around someday. But they never gonna come around, for now. They never gonna come around. They just lost. They can never break down Terrence Crawford as a fighter. They can never break down Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. Let's just say, let's go to ask them something about like Brandon Lee or something. Just ask them. They don't know boxing, man. They just know Terrence Crawford. They mad because I just heard you talking to the guy, not the last call, the call before that. I was trying to jump on while he was doing it. And he mad because Errol Spence jumped in the ring. He said Fundora was supposed to say, yo, got the ring. And like you said, we're supposed to fly across the country to go look for Terrence Crawford and say, hey, you next. Like Terrence Crawford they don't know nothing about this dude. It bugs me, man. It bugs me because they don't even know nothing about Errol Spence. They just hate him. Terrence Crawford beat Errol Spence ass. Errol Spence, my favorite fighter. Terrence Crawford beat him fair and square. Why is they still mad? Like if Errol Spence would have won for 9, I promise you, if Errol Spence would have won for 9, I'd have been no good. I said if Errol Smith's name bigger in defeat, imagine if he won. And I say Errol Smith's name bigger because everybody use their common sense when they say Errol Smith's gonna, like, let's say Errol Smith go fight Everson Lubin. Terrence Crawford go fight let's just say I don't want to give him none of the champions because I ain't give Errol Smith another champion. And I'm saying it's because Errol Smith hold that much weight. But let's just say they was going to go for separate guys. Who you think going to do the biggest pay-per-view numbers? Let's be real about it.
Errol.
And that's what Fundora team talking about. They want to maximize his money. But
yeah,
you got to, and you know what?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Say that again? My bad. No, say that again. My bad.
Look, man, you brought up a good angle to look at it from. Like when somebody earlier said, talking about what's good for you people are caring about what's good for promotional companies. They don't care what's good for fighters. But if you look at it from Sebastian Fundora's point of view, why should Sebastian Fundora be able to fight Errol Spence Jr. and get a big payday for him? Why should he have to go for significantly less money against a guy that is much more dangerous? You're not looking out for Sebastian Fundora's interest. You're looking out for Terrence's. But again, these guys, the reason that you say that these guys don't know Terrence Crawford because they're not Terrence Crawford fans. They're PBC haters. Listen to what that fucking bozo that was just on here. He said, we beat your ass because you from the PBC. I proved it. And I was like, man, what are you talking about? He proved that he's not a good fighter because he's with the PBC? Like, you're telling me that because a fighter is with the PBC, that means that dude is not a Terrence Crawford fan. He's a PBC hater. Talking about who did Floyd, Floyd didn't beat nobody. Floyd beat Manny Pacquiao. Floyd beat
21. Right. The same guy that Terrence Crawford begging for a payday with. So let's be real about it. The same guy that giving everybody their biggest payday when they fight him, Floyd beat him. How many years ago? And Floyd beat a prom Canelo. So they can say what they want to say right now. And then I heard but nah, man. It's so many things like, and I don't go to everybody's channel with this. I go to people that really that use regular logical sense, man, like for real, because like you can't talk boxing with everybody. You really can't. Like, and it's good to keep throwing your knowledge out there. So when you talking to them for that, don't. And I teach my daughter this: never dumb yourself down. But you play stupid to a lot of situations.
Bro. Let me help you with that because you said that before, brother. It's the job. If this wasn't the job, I wouldn't be talking to them at all. I would just do two channels that talk that shit. I don't listen to them dudes. I'll be the fuck gone. I mean, I may see the title, but I can't sit there and listen to that. I can't even listen to that shit. And that ain't a direct shot at people or not a direct shot at people. If you talking stupid shit, I can't even listen to you. The thing with me is I have to here.
Right. That's why I said.
Really no choice. I can't just be like, because as soon as I do, you never let me speak. You never let me speak. You don't let me get it. Like the dude, Boba Fett, whatever. Oh my God, that dude there. Like it takes a minute. Some people say some shit so stupid, Carl. They didn't really take. It's like so many things wrong with the shit that you're like, where the fuck do I start with this shit? But go ahead, man. But don't. I mean, it's part of the job description for me.
Right. I get it. And look, I had people tell me, like this how delusional. And I ain't even gonna use that delusional. I'm using that delusional word because I hear these dudes doing that. I don't even talk like that. But look, this how crazy these dudes is, man. They told me to go tell Errol Smith to take the rematch. I'm like, wait. We all in the same boat. Can you pick up your phone and call Terrence Crawford?
Hey, bro, you use that word delusional perfectly. Just so you say, right, I'm sorry, because delusional just means, dude, you believe shit that can't possibly be true. That's what delusional is, bro. You use that shit because it's not insane. It is delusional. You expect me to pick up the phone and tell them to do what? That's a delusion.
Right. Tell Errol.
Are delusional.
Tell Errol to take the rematch. I hear them all the time. Why don't you tell Errol to take the bro? If I could talk to Errol like that, bro,
and they tell them
chopping it up.
They want you to tell them to take the rematch that they said that they didn't even want.
Right. And now he a duck. Wait, look, now he a duck because he jumped in the ring. Wait, come out. First, 8-for-9. Be for real. They wanted Errol. Like, this be for real. They wanted Errol to be balled up in the corner somewhere. But look, this how much they go back on their words. They wanted Errol to be balled up in the corner somewhere. They wanted Errol to retire. They said Errol was damaged goods. The guy goes in the ring, not against just anyone. A guy that just came off a knockout loss. This is what they're not talking about. A knockout loss, got a title shot. Here he came in the ring with no belt. He left out with 2 of them. Errol jumped in the ring. It could have been anybody. I believe if Tim Zoo would have won, Errol would have did that same old thing. Jumped in the ring. He said he won the next. This is what they don't get. They thinking that. No, matter of fact, they ain't thinking that. They just thinking dumb.
I got a guy right behind you, brother. Just so you know.
All right, my bad. But you know, but yeah. But yeah, they thinking stupid. Like they think it's so stupid that they don't even like PBC only because Terrence Crawford wasn't signed to him. That's the only reason they don't like PBC. I guarantee you, if Terrence Crawford get on the internet today and say, "Big up to Al Haney, I like that. I'm about to finish my career there," I guarantee you, you'll see every last one of them dudes. PBC this, PBC this.
No. No, they would not.
I'm talking about if Terrence Crawford talk good about PBC, I guarantee you for that they will.
I know this, and I'm going to guarantee you that they will not.
Oh, maybe you're right, but
that's exactly what they have. That's exactly what happened. I'm telling you, these dudes are PBC haters. They're not Bud fans. That's why they can't tell you anything about Bud.
I know they're not.
I know they're not. They're going to do exactly what they've been doing. Canelo Alvarez in there when Manny Pacquiao signed with the PBC. The same thing.
Oh, yeah.
When Canelo Alvarez signed with the PBC, same thing. The problem is the PBC. The problem is, listen to this dude who just jumped back up here. King Creme de la fucking out your goddamn mind. Talking about I gotta move to the next dude though, man. Carl, please come back again. Finish up though. I'm sorry.
My bad. I was about to say I'm about to be out, but I just want to say this one thing, and it's crazy. It's crazy. As long as Terrence Crawford, let's just say, as long as Terrence Crawford winning, they always gonna feel like they got the distance. Everybody, let's pay attention to Terrence Crawford, his fans. Not even Terrence Crawford. I ain't even gonna put the blame on him. Pay attention to his fans and his team. They talk down on every boxer, but they want us to say that they are a fan of the sport. No, they're a fan of a boxer. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man.
All right. One love. You already?
For sure.
I will.
Peace. MP3 Biz, what's good?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Fanon? It's a good month to speak about the truth.
I'm fighting a headache. Hey, give me 1 second,
Good
real
month to
quick.
speak
Hey,
about the
he don't
truth.
know ish about boxing. Hold on 1 second. He don't know ish about boxing. In my Mayweather senior voice, thank you, Ty. And EAPXD said, even with a loss, Errol, a bigger draw. We'll see when he fights. That fight he's gonna definitely get. So what's up, man? What's up? What's on your mind, brother?
I just want to state, this is a great month to speak about the truth. I just want to say that everybody's ducking, Terrence, and I don't know what's going on. They need to let Terrence do whatever they want to do. Happy April Intellect Month. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
Love for president, brother. Thank you, man.
But for real, the one thing
Yes.
I think people don't remember is how, in regards to the business aspect of how hard Terrence made it for the PBC, and realization, don't get me wrong, there is some way I believe that he still can do business with them, but as a business person dealing with that, it may be hard for them to even want to go back to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like with the whole, I want to fight Errol, but negotiating over here at the same time. That stuff kind of like, people look at that. You build a reputation and be like, yeah, okay, like let's settle the fight with him at 154. But who knows if he got something else set up? So we could be wasting our time to try to set up a fight with him, even if we don't want that to be an option. And I don't think some people are even thinking about that, because when when that's your guy, you only think about your guy if that really is your guy. Like you're talking about PBC haters, some people could do it in regards to think about like the reality of things. But even when I look at my favorite boxers, like Deontay Wilder or the dude at 135, his name, can't think of his name right now. Gervonta Davis. I do question myself, like, is my bias, messing up my logical thinking, and just sitting there and just thinking that out. And sometimes I don't think, we get ahead of ourselves, or, our tongues get ahead of our brain, and you ain't thinking straight. I think we need to practice that a little bit more. Be slow to talk and quick to think, I'll say.
Yes, sir.
That's all I got to say for now. You take it easy, keep it bald, man.
Keep it bald, brother. Hey, man, keep it safe out there, man. Don't let nobody walk up on you. All right,
I got my sign hammer on me. They ain't gonna mess with me. They get crazy. I get crazier.
Yes, sir. Get back with you, sir. Peace.
Indeed.
All right. Man, how much further you want to dig this grave you in, man?
No, I just want to put it like this. I don't have nothing against the PBC. I don't have nothing against Top Rank. I ain't got nothing against them because honestly, they the biggest promotion company out here. They got all the boxes. They put on the biggest spectacles. They trying to keep all their money in-house. Just keeping it real, but as a real boxer.
They're trying to do what? Keep all their money in? You sure they're trying to do that?
Yeah. Look at what they're doing.
Yeah, like making a fight with Terrence Crawford? Making a fight with Hold on.
What the fans
look, I gotta do something, brother. You gotta I would appreciate it if you would speak from like facts and not opinion. Like they made a fight. Terrence Crawford got a fight with the PBC against Errol in his very last fight. Canelo Alvarez just made a fight with Jaime Munguia for his next fight. Before that, Gervonta Davis made a fight with Ryan Garcia, who's over there at Golden Boy. So that's a fight with Gold. That's two fights with Gold. It's two fights with Golden Boy. And also you had Shakur Stevenson fight Edwin De Los Santos, and that was a PBC and Top Rank fight. Doesn't seem to me that they're trying to keep all their money in-house. Seems like they're just trying to make money.
They ventured out on their four little fights that you just named. All right, cool.
You want me to name more?
Well, we ain't even got to go through all that because I'm watching just like everybody else watching.
Well, obviously you're not, because you said they want to keep all the money in-house, but they're not.
With the next fight, I feel like they are, because what the boxing fan want. I mean, honestly, we want the best to fight the best. That's
man, let's stop that corny shit. You want what you want. You are not the boxing fans. You are not the boxing fans. You are yourself. Speak for yourself.
Okay,
I'm not. If I don't get
I'm
up
gonna
here
say
and
what the
say,
bosses say.
bro,
The
the
bosses
only
say
way
they
you
want
know,
they say they want to fight the best.
no, the only way that you know what boxing fans want is what boxing fans pay for.
Okay, I'm gonna just repeat what these bosses say. They say they want to put on the best versus the best. So I'm looking at the same thing. Like, why nobody over here trying to fight Boots? Y'all keep ducking Boots, but then y'all
Like Terrence, like Terrence.
I'm saying the same thing with him too. Yes, because I feel like that's a good fight for you to, hey man. And then at the same time, I feel like Boots might still be a little bit unexperienced, and with the master class you keep putting on, I feel like you got a real good chance at that fight. But at the same, I feel like you ducking him. I feel like Errol ducking him. I ain't got really nothing against him. I'm
How
just
in the world is Errol ducking him?
because you ain't fought him yet.
You think because somebody hasn't fought each other yet that they're ducking each other?
You got the name out here, you one of the best, and you didn't knock down all
Hey
these
man,
guys,
hey, all
and you
right,
keep
bro.
knocking
Look,
everybody out.
no,
Like
you can call anybody.
I feel like Tank scared of Shakur. I feel like Devin. Like, why y'all not fight? I don't want to see you fight these bums. Fight this man. Fight Devin. Fight Shakur. Fight
Who's
Tank.
a bum?
Like, y'all are the same. Come on, man.
Who's fighting bums?
If you ain't fighting these real fighters, man, these other guys, man, I don't care
Man,
what
you're
because they
just
got.
so. I gotta let you go, bro. You're just talking.
I don't care if they got a name for themselves, dog.
You're
They
just
some
talking. You said Errol Spence Jr. is ducking Jaron Ennis because Jaron Ennis, just Errol Spence Jr. is not out here fighting the best. He just got beat by Terrence Crawford.
right.
So how could he not be fighting the best if he fought Terrence Crawford, but he didn't fight Boots?
Errol do fight. He fight that. So the best.
How in the world you think Frank Martin's a bum?
Frank Martin, I don't think he knows Shakur Stevenson.
You know you can only fight one person at a time, right?
I do know that. He could have negotiated with Shakur before he just.
No, he could not.
Why not? Shakur is calling him out. Shakur been telling these guys, fight me. So when did he not?
Hey man, it's been nice talking to you, dog. But once you catch up on your boxing acumen, then bro, we can have a conversation. Otherwise, you just give me a headache.
Telling these PBC fights, that's what you keep doing for now.
No, you're just giving me a headache because you're saying, nah, bro, you're just saying anything popping out. You're saying anything pop out your head, bro. I'm sure somebody in your life, whether it's your woman or your job, has said the same shit to you, bro. You're just talking outside of your neck, dog.
With the PBC for now.
You're just talking out the side of your neck, dog, and you know you're talking.
You don't want to see Tank against Devin? You don't want to see Tank against Shakur?
Sure, I'd like to see Tank versus Devin. Yes, I like.
This gonna be another Mayweather Pacquiao situation, or we got to wait till these motherfuckers 15 years down the road.
You got to wait till the fight is made. Yes, you got to wait till the fight is made. Yes, because that's how the world is. Yeah, you got to wait. They cannot all fight together because you say I want to see the fight next weekend, and the fight doesn't happen next weekend. Does not mean nobody's ducking.
We'll negotiate after this fight.
If Devin Haney is fighting Ryan Garcia, and Sandor Martin is okay with the step aside, that does not mean that Devin Haney is ducking Rolly Romero or that he's ducking Isak Cruz, he's ducking Gabriel Matias. Man, come on, man. You can say that shit. It's just loose. It's just too loose. It's too loose, man. Come on, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. I will take Carl Brown at his word, man, and cut you a little quicker, bro. God dog, man. You can't do everything. Like, it's not a fucking magic wand. Y'all just complain so much. It's like, what can I complain about today? Oh, it's Wednesday and Gervonta didn't fight Shakur this week. He's ducking. You got Kenneth Mann out here talking about, what did Kenneth Mann say? He's saying, well, he's getting ready to duck him. He's preparing to duck him. He's preparing to duck him. Did he duck him? He's preparing to. He said he wants to fight Errol. And he said he wanted to fight Tim Tszyu. And he's planning to duck somebody. Big Dog Willie Bud has a weird upset of nut jobs just to hate. A weird subset of nut jobs that just hate. The Haney cult are more in love with Bill Haney than Devin. Their fans are just bizarre. Bro, these dudes is crazy, bro. I'm telling you, you listening to YouTube channels that call everything a duck and everything corruption. Everything is a duck and everything is corruption. Hey man, can we get the likes? Can I get 500 likes? It would be great, bro. Yes, girl. Hey, you walking out the house. You planning on cheating on me? He said, bro, who are you? I think you should work 24 hours a day, no rest. Are we going to do it? You guys, there's no win. Fighters cannot win with you guys. Just so you know. Man, hey, man, my guy is still the number one guy. David Williams made she's like, man, I'm going to be the sponsor of this channel, dog. Bango. I mean, God, dog, everybody's ducking according to you guys. You can call, man, I hate it. You guys took this word duck. You guys took this word duck and you ruined it. Duck is just a catch-all phrase. It's just a catch-all phrase for you're not doing what I want you to do right now. A guy got a broken nose and he ducked Terrence Crawford already. Like, God, dog, will you please stop calling everybody a duck, please? Please stop calling everything and everybody a duck. Because it's a headache, man. Devin Haney's ducking Jaron Ennis. Devin Haney is ducking Jaron Ennis. Y'all want to make it an action. It can happen. Until the fight happens, you're ducking. Not that you ducked him because you didn't fight him. You're ducking him. You said you may want to fight somebody else. That's a duck. Oh my God, you guys are terrible, man. You guys are terrible, man. You guys are terrible. You guys are terrible. Yes, Canelo did duck. Yes. Oh, by the way, to you dumbasses, Floyd Mayweather Jr. was never in the same weight class with Prince Naseem Hamed. Never. Never, ever, ever was he ever in the same weight class. Never. You cannot say, dog, yeah, God, dog, because people send me clips. Floyd Mayweather Jr. was never at 126, not a day in his damn life, not in his professional career. Was he ever at 126? And Prince Naseem Hamed, who turned pro 4 years earlier than Floyd Mayweather Jr. did, was never at 130, not one time. So it was not any type of politics, not nothing that kept that fight from happening. It was the fact that Marco Antonio Barrera whooped that boy's ass, and he never went to 130. And Floyd was 4 years younger than him and would have killed him. He was gone by the time. His career was gone by the time Floyd became a big fight. Deem, I'll see you one body Yahweh.
Hey, what's up, Fanon? How you doing, man?
I got to get some water, man, so I'm going to let you cook for a second because my guy, Upper Echelon, ain't here today. Hope he's not in the hospital. Hope you're doing well, Upper Echelon.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to say, Fanon, like the last caller sat up there and said, you said he listening to fighters. Y'all are too old to be having these strong.
I'll be right back.
These guys out here, y'all, is too old to be having these strong opinions and not know your facts. You know why Fanon cut you off, my guy? Because you said, why ain't Tank fighting Shakur Stevenson? Well, clearly you don't know no information because all of these questions have been answered. Bob Arum said he's not making a fight with Gervonta Davis unless Gervonta Davis go to Top Rank. Somebody stop me when I'm lying. Shakur Stevenson just did an interview and asked the interviewer, I'm not going to give the channel no clout, and asked the interviewer to stop saying that Gervonta Davis don't fight nobody and Gervonta Davis is ducking him. Shakur Stevenson even said that Gervonta Davis is not ducking him. But then the guy that was just on sat up there and said he listens to fighters, but you didn't listen to that part. The guy you're arguing for don't agree with you. Stop it. And y'all Bud fans, man, y'all know I love Bud. Bud, my guy. I like Bud. I don't like the stuff he do outside of the ring, but Bud is my guy. It is not Errol Spence's responsibility to give a hell about what Bud Crawford wants to do with his career. Are y'all men? Are y'all men? Stop eating this processed food because a lot of y'all got too much estrogen in you. Well, it ain't fair. Life ain't fair. Fair is where pigs be at and carnivals are. That's where fair is. They didn't do a rematch. The rematch is not happening. Both fighters can fight whoever they want to fight. The problem is one fighter has already signed a PBC that has all the fighters in that division that Bud wants to fight in. Oh, yeah, y'all. And he's not a bigger star than the guy he beat. And I love Bud. Bud is my guy. Skill-wise, they can't nobody mess with him. It doesn't change the fact that Fedor knows is broke. How can he duck anybody? Neither one of them are getting that fight this year. Fedor is not going to be ready until next December, basically 2025. So they both have to do other things. And if you're really a Bud fan, you should be telling them, Bud, you need to just deal with the PBC because that's where you got your biggest bag at, and that's where all the fights are at that you want. Negotiate in good faith, get it done, go be undisputed. Because the thing is that nobody is even bringing up he has to do business with PBC regardless to achieve his goals. If Bud wants to be the man again at 154 and be undisputed and do all of that, he's going to have to do business with the PBC fighters who have those belts. Y'all not men. Y'all go off of how you feel and not what's reality and how things work. There's plenty of things at my job that I don't like, but just because I feel as though it's not fair, that don't mean I stomp around and pout around and not do my job because I don't like that they telling me to do X, Y, and Z. Y'all are not men. Do your research before you open your mouth and start speaking on a fighter's behalf when you don't even know everything that fighter has said, done, or is doing. Try that first. Stop. When is Gervonta Davis going to fight Shakur Stevenson? I don't know actually Shakur Stevenson. That's why Shakur Stevenson was mad and about to retire. The guy probably didn't even know that part. Shakur Stevenson can't even get the fights he wants at Top Rank. Did he know that? Did he watch the interview with Bob Errol when Bob Errol was sitting up there saying right in front of Shakur Stevenson's face that he's not making a fight with Gervonta Davis? I guess that just go over people's head. Bud did bad business, and then now it's coming to biting because they have other options. They don't have to deal with him, and the guy he beats has more leverage than him still. Y'all don't like it. If you don't like it as much, then you need to tell Bud Crawford to get off his high horse and go do good business like everybody else has to do. If Canelo got to do it, you got to do it too. But I guess we different men. I guess I understand. I'm not in my feelings the way y'all. Y'all in y'all feelings about other grown men. Y'all are in y'all feelings about other grown men and not going to sit up there and base it off of facts. So stop speaking on these boxers' behalves without even putting the facts up. Know your facts first before you give an opinion. Because an opinion is not even an opinion if it's not based on nothing. It's just hogwash. You're just throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks. Be men. If you're going to speak on somebody and speak on their behalf, do your research because you wouldn't have brought the Shakur Stevenson thing up if you knew Shakur Stevenson even said that Gervonta Davis is not ducking me. Can y'all please stop saying that? Shakur asked y'all to stop saying that, not Gervonta. That's all I wanted to say for now. I'll holler at you, big dog.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Get back with you, Dean. One body in Yahweh. How can I help you, sir?
What's going on, my brother?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
How y'all doing, chat? I just wanted to kind of the last caller went in. He went in hard, so I'm gonna try to be a little lighthearted and give you my prediction of the Frank versus Tank. I feel like Tank is gonna come in there like Diddy and tell him take that, right? And then later on he's gonna do like Diddy's son and drug him, right? And at the very end, oh, here come TD Jakes and Frank gonna get swallowed up by that left hand. For now, you ever been in a fight and got swallowed up?
Oh, no. No dude swallowing me up. No.
I just want to ask you though. That's all.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, I need it. Hey, that's funny, man. Thank you,
hey,
brother.
I just want to say I love y'all, man. I'll let y'all
All right.
go. All right.
All right, get back, man. He said, man, I'm swallowed up. Oh, that's hilarious, man. That shit is hilarious, bro. Ooh, that shit. Take him and said, first of all, you're gonna come up with it. Well, take that. Dub, P. Diddy. Oh, that's hilarious, man. All right, here's another link, man. I'm gonna wait for somebody else, man, because I know I barely heard with I knew I got the point with I caught the end of my guy, man. Oh man, that's just hilarious, man. Did you see that rapper trademark No Diddy? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, out the gut. He's like, No Diddy, we're gonna get that quick. I don't even think you can do that though, because I'm pretty sure I'm sure he has Diddy, so that's not gonna do any good. Because Diddy is Diddy is probably already what do you call it, trademarked. So they could fight that, I think. Fanon, you sure that ain't coffee, bro? What ain't coffee? What are you talking about? Am I sure this is coffee? I'm 100% sure this is coffee. I shouldn't have got any more. I think I'm done on the coffee for today, though. I always get that. I always keep pouring it, but I probably shouldn't drink anymore. Otherwise, I'm going to be wired up. Tank was winning with a body shot. They are like cousins that raised by his mom and friends and are complaining about everything. Go home weird. Like, look, man, y'all are some funny ass dudes, man. You guys got to come on, man. Start separating this shit from what you want and from what it is, man. And I'm just cream de la cream, dude. Dog, yeah, that shit is pitiful, bro. That shit you talking, I can't respect it, man. I can't respect it. I can't respect it. I can't respect it. Can't respect it. He said, yeah, just kidding. You said you were grabbing water. Oh, okay. Oh, because I didn't grab any water. I grabbed some coffee. You're right. It is definitely coffee. I took another sip, but I'm probably not going to drink any more of it. I had 2 cups of coffee. That's enough. That's really is enough for me. But, busy habit, brother. Busy habit. I need something. Oh, is that guy that was hugging Gervonta Davis? Yeah, that is that guy that was hugging Gervonta Davis. Yeah, it was. And it was a guy that Gervonta Davis looked like, brother, why are you squeezing on me like this? Ugh. Hollywood. Shout out to Twitter, man. People out there on Twitter said, hey, let me ask you this, Fanon. Since Bud is free, who do you think he should get back in the ring with? Whoever he can get a fight with is who he should get in the ring with. Whoever he can get the most money for, depends on whose perspective I'm looking at it from. You know? He messed what up? I don't know what you're talking about, Javi Nadat. Yeah, he is messed up. What are you talking about? Man, first of all, I think you guys should let P. Diddy take that. Have his day in court. I don't think it's over for Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford he should take a fight whoever he can get a fight with. That pays him the most money that he's happy with. He should do what makes him happy. That's what I think he should do. One time said DH wants 140 belts because the only fight at 147 is Boots. I mean, yeah. Look, I think Terrence. Look, man. Please don't get me wrong, man. I know Devin Haney's an excellent fighter, bro. Regis, try squeezing a lemon in a bottle of water. I know how to do that. You don't think, man, I'm 55 years old, man. I know how to put lemon in some water. Thank you, brother. I know exactly how to do that, man. I know how to put lemon in water, man. Oh man, the problem is with it though. Seriously though, it'll dry out your voice doing that. But appreciate you, man. I've had lemon water before. I do lime water, all of that, man. You know, all of it. Hey, look, man. I think that it was probably unjust for that guy to deal with. I mean, you know what it is, man. Look, there's a lot. I'm sure that he's made a lot of enemies in his life. Puffy Combs made a lot of enemies, and there's a lot. And he's He could be very exploitative. That's what. But look, man, these people that you dealing with, a lot of these people you're dealing with are that way. But they ain't got to be like Illuminati plants. To me, he seems rich. He knows how to make money in the business industry. He's got a nice little niche. He threw parties. He may have been exploiting people with the information and what he knows at parties. He also could just be a party host that wants people to have fun. And these guys do a lot of drugs. They do a lot of drugs. Like, dog, these people up in that party doing that shit because they don't do that. Hey, look, man, when they bring him up on criminal charges, I mean, I don't know if he's a predator or not. I'm not putting that on that man until it's all said and done. I don't get a vote. I don't get a vote, man, and I'm not participating in this. I'll crack a couple jokes, bro. I'll crack a couple jokes. Yeah, guilty of what doing? Guilty of ripping off people and getting their publishing and making deals with them. And yeah, I'm sure they are. I'm sure he is. But that's not the only problem with that. That's not illegal. He may like dudes. That's not illegal either. He may like dudes. He may like dudes and women. It's not illegal. It's embarrassing. The way that they're doing it is very embarrassing. It's going to ruin his reputation for sure. His reputation is in the trash can. His reputation is definitely in the trash can. That damage is done. Puffy is getting what happens to compromised black folk who off elite, who he was their tool. Man, dude, look, bro. Being the tool of rich white people can make you very rich. So, it is what it is, man. Dog, the people that pissed him off are the people that are trying to get his money. It is what it is, man. Look, dude, they're not trying to come get Denzel. That's something I like, Denzel. Denzel, at least to date, because he's 70 years old, he knows his limitations, man. You got to know your limitations. You got to know your limitations. You got to, hey, man, when you make it, you made it. Stop going. I think that's a key to life. Once you make it, like you set your goal and you've made it, hey, man, I've made it pretty far. I think I'm okay. I've made it. I've gotten what I wanted to get. I swear, bro. I appreciate that about Andre Ward. Andre Ward says, shoot, I got what I needed. I'm not boxing no more. Nobody else punching me in the face anymore. I've made it. GM out here clowning, man. I didn't know you was trolling GM. Hey, man, getting humiliated, man. That humiliation is a ritual, though. Come on, Fanon. The more we get, the more we want. We are flawed. Hey, dude. So if you're flawed, understand your flaw and fight against your flaw. If that's a flaw in your character, that you get what you want, you've made it, and you don't ever have. If you've made it where you've got enough money and you've got security in your life, and are you just trying to prove that, that you can get more and more than the next guy? dog, then hey, man, at a certain point in time, you're going to fail. I'm telling you, man, I'm not trying to get 5 million super subscribers. I'm trying to keep the ones I got. I mean, for real. I've seen it happen, man. I've seen it happen on YouTube, man. Cass was killing it. And they kept going for it. Kept going for it. Kept going for it. Trying to bust out the top. Lost the support of the people that had your back. Because you thought they were stepping stones. Shameless plug for the channel, brother. Y'all not stepping stones for me. You're not stepping stones. It's the more that always makes it that much more difficult for people. Yeah. Look, man, seriously, I was working on a project, and I still need to know I need to work on that project. But I'm thinking to myself, man, dude, am I taking for granted what I have right now? Trying to think, okay, what's the next big thing? How can I get more than what? Because man, I'm telling you, man, years ago, I'd have prayed for where I am right now. And thought to myself, man, if I ever get here, I am never going to take it for granted again. Because I got somewhere and then it kind of slipped. And then I got back. And I was like, when I got back, I was like, man, I am never going to take this for granted again. I swear I was taking it for granted. I was like, oh man, I'm taking it for granted. I'm never going to do that again. So then I got back there and I started finding myself taking it for granted again. And then I had a serious talk with myself. Hey, Martin, I think you may be taking this for granted. I think maybe you need to keep your focus right here. You know, just telling you. I ain't spending no money on no fancy stuff. I'm okay. That's what happened. That's what's going to happen to Crawford if he keep disrespecting his fans. No, that's what happened to him because of that shit he does with the PBC. Dude, Bud's a PBC hater, bro, at heart. And he's overly competitive. That's my personal opinion of him. That's my, outside looking in. He's overly competitive. That sense of being overly competitive, that shit can affect you, bro. Anyway, let's put this link in this chat. Oh my God, I'm so glad that you guys didn't hit that link anymore, though. Hey, and thank you again to David Williams, the channel sponsor today, with the big $100 donation. That is miraculously huge. What if Leonard Ellerbe has not been Al Heyman this whole time? Then Leonard Ellerbe was pulling a crazy double shift from working Floyd Mayweather's corner and doing Michael Jackson concerts, from being in business school and doing, because how old is, anyway. Yeah, man, he just don't like, he's a, like, dude, all of that, see, here's the thing too. Those black guys, the black fighters over there at Top Rank, they got a problem with PBC. They got all of that anti-PBC in them. Even though I think that's going away. Tim Bradley definitely has that in his system. Tim Bradley definitely got that we don't like the PBC attitude. I don't think Shakur Stevenson got that attitude. I don't think Shakur's got that attitude. Bud, a hot-headed bully and a child, he is a bully. He is a bully. That is no doubt. Hot-headed, I don't know. Bully for sure. Definitely act bullyish. When Bud decides to remove the deep-seated hatred for PBC in his heart, he will be able to change the narrative as his business acumen. Yeah, he's just, I mean, they were just so incredibly disrespectful. I already know that he's got the suspension. He's suspended until September, Coach Chris. He's gone till September. Gone till from Nevada, he's gone till September. Late September. So what is that? 5 months. Yeah, or 6 months. Yeah, 6 months. So, yep, 6 months. What's wrong with PBC and not Bob Arum? I don't see the difference between them. Now Don King is a different situation. What's wrong with Don King? What's wrong with Don King? Don King is the number one dude that gets a bad rep. What did Don King do? What did Don King do? What did Don King do? No, he's going to fight in like November. He'll fight in like November. So, but hey, man. Oh, I know. But ask Mike Tyson about a lot of people. Ask Mike Tyson about a lot of people. Hey, man, I like Don King. I've always been a fan of Don King, man. Don King giving Adrian Broner. He's taking care of Adrian Broner this late in his career. I like about Don King, man. I mean, look, man, there's some people that did good business with Don King, made a lot of money with Don King. You know? But whatever, you know, I will tell you, I did read Mike Tyson's contract with Don King. Yeah, that was a fucking doozy. I can't lie about that one. Fanon, did you ever watch that King and Arum sit down? Nah. Nah, I didn't. I don't think I have anyway. Look, man, I don't have anything bad to say about Don King. I don't have anything bad to say about Bob Arum. Look, man, I've worked for people that I've been related to people, dog. They'll do you the same way. Their job is to keep themselves in business. That's what their job is. They're not just out there stealing for the hell of stealing. I got more respect for Don King than I do for that guy King, who's out here just to make people miserable. You know, at least he's doing something, you know, constructive in some type of way. We can only wish we live as King as Bob, as long as Bob, you talking about? Don stayed hauling unsuspected fighters of their full payday like most promotional folk. Yeah, that's called a contract of adhesion. Exactly. Just like the music industry, just like a lot of those people. Exactly. Charging them $1,000 towels. $1,000 towel, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm sure. They told the story of King threatening Arum's life and Arum admitting to having the mafia called King. Hey, man, what, man? Hey, man, maybe. Look, dude, I can't. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Oh, I can look, man. Look, man. Boxing it can't be much different than the music industry. You got young men that don't have any money looking for an opportunity. Young men with no money looking for an opportunity. And then, hey, man, somebody gives them the opportunity because they're investing the money in them. They're in a situation where they don't have a lot of leverage walking in the door, and they're a dime a dozen. When you're a dime a dozen, brother, you're going to get a penny. What you want me to say? When you're a dime a dozen, you're going to get a penny. That's why you can't criticize Terrence Crawford too much, but y'all want to criticize Errol for trying to get a championship fight. Bud ain't got no belts in 140 and 154. Oh man. Be careful with the signing, Bo. Man, look. When you are beggar, you ever heard the phrase beggars can't be choosers? Beggars can't be choosers. So you got to do what you got to do, dog. You ain't going to outthink that money. You ain't going to outthink that money, brother. If you are ass out, you're ass out. You're ass out, you're ass out. What? What you think you're going to negotiate? What? Next? Joe Biden is 10 years younger and is not. Joe Biden, you don't have to hear him speak as much. Joe Biden is like the worst. I have no idea how y'all can vote for Joe Biden. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. The reason that Barack got elected is because wouldn't nobody vote for Joe Biden. But y'all, Trump, they had to bring in somebody so as bad as Donald Trump to get you Joe Biden. God, dog, Joe Biden is terrible. How in the world y'all vote for Joe Biden? I have no idea. Oh, my God. I have no idea how y'all can do that. No, I'm not voting for him. I know I've said this before, so you don't think I'm having senior moments. I told my mama, no way. No way. Well, if you don't vote for him, you're voting for no. Well, then I guess Trump got to vote. If you're going to try to put me down like that. Because we're not black enough? Oh, Knight Rider said, I can't vote anyway. Hey, man. Yeah, exactly, Divine. And plus, if you ain't got the money. And here's another thing. If you give one of these dudes something they're going to run out on, these dudes will run out on your ass. How about that part of it? How about the fact that if they cut you a fair deal, your ass is going to run out on them the minute you can. If they cut you a fair one, they cut you what you think is a fair one, you're going to be out on their ass right away. First opportunity your disloyal ass gets. You're going to be out the door. You ain't going to be like, well, thank you for the opportunity. And you'll be gone. You'll be gone. And then you'd be like, well, he was such a great guy. And be like Ray Charles. Yeah, but can you match the offer? Like, yeah, you really did me a favor. Thank you for getting me, thank you for getting my feet off the ground. Really appreciate you. But, can you match the offer? If you can't match the offer, see you later, buddy. Thanks for being dumb enough. Well, you shouldn't have cut the deal. You shouldn't have let me out. That's why they're gonna ball your ass up. That's why they're gonna ball your ass up in that paperwork. So you can't do it to them. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me that they're not gonna jump out the first opportunity they can on you. Yeah, I'm not doing. Hey, man, jump the caller, man, or we got about 20 more minutes, man. I got to make sure. I got to say something to my son and think about his ass going to school. Where are the Democrats to say, ain't nobody saving Diddy? Take that. I think he's going to be fine. He's just going to have to sell off his properties and stuff. That's it. You got to get out the business. Nobody's going to his parties no more. That's it. He's going to have to just deal with being an outcast. Hey, man, I saw a picture of R. Kelly. He was drinking beer in prison. R. Kelly was chilling, drinking beer in prison. Stella. How you get some Stella in prison? Can you get beer in prison? They let you guys have beer in prison? Let you get your buzz on in prison? Yeah, he had a beer, man. It was a Stella. The Stella something. I can't remember what is underneath the Stella. I bet somewhere I can find a pic of Devin Smile next to that game. What is that? Hey, man, look. Man, that dude, look, man, I don't care what y'all say about R. Kelly. Dang, R. Kelly. Dude, R. Kelly got a huge fan base, man. The comment sections on them videos, people be like, look, man, this is the greatest R&B artist ever. I don't care. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Stella Artois. Yeah. He out there singing like, man, dude, he can sing, man. R. Kelly's more talented than them dudes, man. Like R. Kelly is actually like more talented than them dudes. Jay-Z ain't nothing but a walking remix. Like he's a walking remix. That's the copying his ass dude ever. B. Diddy, I never thought P. Diddy had any talent. Anything in jail, you can get anything in jail. Like he said, hey, he's platinum in jail too. What about Haile Selassie? What about Haile Selassie? R. Kelly has real fans, unlike some famous. Yeah, you got real fans, bro. They let him out and cut an album, dog. That shit's gonna sell, dog. Because, hey, man, that dude is man, he's gifted, bro. You can get anything it fits. That can, oh my God, who can fit that can? If the price is right, they'll sneak in a woman. Oh, okay. Well, he got the money. Yes. Just random insult for no reason. Random insult for no reason. What a coward. Fanon, where did you see that picture? I saw it somewhere on Instagram. It was either on a YouTube short or an Instagram something. But I was like, is that him? But it looks so much like him that I'm like, it has to be him. It has to be him. Hey, Kyle, come on, man. Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't know if it is or if it isn't, man. King is just butthurt because he wants us to be slaves in Saudi Arabia. Because that dude supports slavery. I knew it. I knew King. Our king supports slavery in Saudi Arabia. Gaming slaves. R. Kelly is getting his hair braided by Charles. That's the next single. What is that? Come on. Oh, hey, honestly, man, I don't listen to him, but God dog, he can make some music, bro. He's better than the rest of you bums. No joke. Y'all are bums compared. Them singers, they're bums compared to that dude. He said, for now, my Cash App is currently suspended due to transactions from prison inmates. I have sent plenty of contraband in. Hell yeah, you can get whatever you want. The inflation is like 80% though on all incoming. Wow. So if you got dough, take that, huh? You got some dough. You stick a billionaire in prison. They're gonna be chilling, huh? G-Man went to other channels with other dudes you embarrassed to badmouth you. Oh, who is that, King? Who King of Kings? Who are those people? Can you name names, please? Hey, can you name names? Man, a pack of cigarettes is $300. What a waste of money. Cigarettes suck. Cigarettes suck. Oh, I never heard of him. Claymore Rain, dog. Claymore Rain got his ass whooped, though. That's bad, bro. Ray and Clay, Rennie and Stimp. Beavis and Butthead. You talking about Beavis and Butthead? Hey, man, he said he's always here, man. I'm trying to bait Ray Davis. Ray Davis went off on me too many times. Yeah, I don't understand when they thought putting bass. He's a big dude, though. So maybe he thought that bass in his voice was going to do something. I don't know. I don't know. I can't speak on it. Ren and Stimpy. Who's Ren and Stimpy? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Otherwise, he wouldn't have said he got one. Otherwise, he wouldn't have said, see, I got one. Ray Davis wouldn't have said, see, I got one. For now, who you got in Beterbiev, Bivol? Look, man, I got Beterbiev in that. Even though I know Bivol could win the fight. But I got Beterbiev in it. Man, he wasn't doing nothing different than Claymore Rain was doing. He wasn't doing nothing. You were trying to get your point, man. I ain't trying to hear that, man. I ain't trying to hear that, dog. I trust Kyle's sources. I trust Kyle's sources. I do. It won't end your career. It should end your desire to just, man, leave me alone. How about that? They did do what I asked, though. They left me alone. King says, the real King says, better social network, but it's expensive and people are not all nice and sweet like most people think. What do you mean? What do you mean, King? I don't understand what you're talking about. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. I don't get it. Prison is not bad when you have a lot of money. Man, I'm all right. I think I don't know. Depending on how poor I am, depending on how poor you talking about, like you destitute poor, prison may be better because you at least got a meal and somewhere to sleep. You know what I mean? John from Colorado. How can I help you, John from Colorado?
Hey, man. Thanks for having me on.
No worries.
I just wanted to know. So I got into boxing like 6 years ago. Before that, I was watching MMA since about 1999, and I trained and stuff. But I was wondering, what is the difference between what Bob Arum did with Terrence Crawford fighting Manny versus what Terrence is now doing to Boots? Because I've tried to dissect the whole situation and to try and come up with parallels or differences. It seems like there's more similarities than differences, but I never hear anybody kind of speak on that.
Well, I don't think Terrence Crawford was well, it depends on what time frame you're talking about. Because there's a history with Manny Pacquiao and Terrence Crawford, where Terrence Crawford what's the similarities are that Terrence Crawford was not a draw, and Bob Arum was making bigger money fights with Terrence Crawford that Terrence Crawford could win. I mean that Manny Pacquiao could win. He's making fights with Manny Pacquiao that Manny Pacquiao could win. Mm-hmm. So like when Terrence Crawford was at lightweight and Manny Pacquiao was, I think Manny Pacquiao might have been 140. I think once he beat Ray, I think Bob Arum told Terrence Crawford that he would be able to get the Manny Pacquiao fight if he beat Ray Beltran. But then the fight didn't wind up taking place. But with the case of Manny Pacquiao was the cash cow. Mm-hmm. So Manny Pacquiao had the fights with Floyd. He had the fights with Tim Bradley and guys that he could at 140 and 147 that Bob Arum can make a lot of money off of. And Bob Arum didn't really think Terrence Crawford was the guy that he could make a lot of money off of, and also probably thought that Terrence Crawford would beat Manny Pacquiao. So it was in-house fights is kind of how he did it. After Manny Pacquiao left Top Rank, then Bob Arum didn't have any say-so on it anymore after that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just what it is. As far as what Terrence Crawford and the difference is with Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao, and Gervonta, is that neither one of them are tremendously big draws, and they're both at the same weight class, and they're both champions in the same weight class at the same time. Yeah, I think the only time, and I think that the only time that Manny and Terrence were actually in the same weight class together, I think, was at 147 when Manny beat Keith Thurman. And by that time, Manny was fighting with the PBC, and he was making fights with PBC fighters. So, it's the similarity to me is that it is even from the style of fights, it's different because you have a guy where Terrence Crawford. I guess it could be somewhat near the same when you're talking about Manny Pacquiao when Manny Pacquiao was considered one of the best fighters in the world and Terrence Crawford was a prospect coming up, or you're not a prospect, but a young champion coming up. So there's similarities, there's differences to it if you look at it. But at the end of the day, it's not Manny Pacquiao's choice not to fight Terrence Crawford. It's Terrence Crawford's choice not to fight Gervonta Ennis. Manny never said that he wouldn't fight Terrence. I think that is a scenario of politics in that regard, where Terrence Crawford is flat out saying he's not fighting the guy. So, that's my thoughts on it.
Do you think do you think Terrence made a mistake by suing Top Rank when he left and saying stuff like Bob Arum's racist and he's got all these?
Do I think he made a mistake? I think it depends. He either did one or two things. He either made a mistake suing him or he made a mistake not following through on it. One or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Which one it is, I can't tell you because I don't know the facts. I don't know if there's anything that really that would have allowed Bud to win that case. If it was a case that Bud could have won, and it was a legitimate thing that he really believed, then I would say that he messed up not following through on it. But since he didn't follow through on it, and if all he was doing is trying to pump fake Bob Arum and bluff him, then I think he made a mistake filing it. But like I said, I don't know what evidence he was going to put out there for it was.
With it being that there's only like 3 major players in the sport, you think you try to keep the relationships going no matter how bad some of your past experiences might have been. Like I'm in the world of construction, I own a welding company, and there's only a few players in town, and sometimes I'm at odds with them, but I have to just, keep it cool, man, keep the show going. They're the only guys in town, so I don't know. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the show.
Oh, in that regard,
yeah.
In that regard, yeah, because you mess up because you don't give yourself Bob's not going on his way to do business with you. And then other people know that you're difficult to deal. I think he messed up with the big thing I think he messed up with is taking that David Avenetian fight. I think that was a big mistake, man. I think that was a big mistake. Because you got a welding company. If somebody's trying to sign you to a deal and they got a big project, and then you just bail out on them at the last minute, are they going to want to do business with you again?
Oh, no, that's it, man. The relationship's done, dude.
Yeah, you're done if you bail on them, man. So, anyway, that's my take on it. Thanks, man. I appreciate you jumping up, though.
All right, brother. Have a good day.
All right, man. You as well, sir. Yeah, I think that's true. That's definitely true. Like come on, man. Come on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on one second. Rollo! Man, my channel is booming since you bums stopped coming to my channel. Hey, I want to let you guys know something. When you all kicked rocks, shit got better. I said Ren and Stimpy. I said Ren and Stimpy. Yeah, freedom is priceless, but look, man. It depends. I mean, like I said, I don't even want to speculate on it. I definitely don't want to go to no jail. Definitely do not. Man, that shit is terrible. God, dog, I was in a hospital for like 2 weeks, barefoot. Fuck, that's terrible. Like, God, dog, can I have some fucking shoes? And then, man, to be in jail for years? No. Rollo, man, look. Rollo never even had enough nerve to jump up here and talk about Devin wanting to get his ass whooped. Matter of fact, let me have a little bit. Should I do it? I shouldn't do it. That's too tacky. Too tacky. Barefoot. Yep. Barefoot. That shit was in in socks. You can get socks. I could get socks. That's it. Other than that, man, my feet were hurting like a mug. Feet hurting like a mug. GT Barker said 13 and a half years in these crazy Texas prisons. Take it from me. Hey, man. I'll believe you. I do not. Hard heads make soft behinds. I don't want to go to prison. No, I do not. I am cool. I am not trying to get rich. I ain't interested in no get rich quick schemes. None of that shit. None of that, dog. None of that, dog. None of that, dog. But look, man, if we don't got any more callers, I'm going to give about 5 more minutes. And after that, you know what it is. Barefoot because they are afraid that you're going to do something to somebody with some laces or a shoe. If you got untied shoes, no. Hey, the only good thing about prison is ninjas got manners. Hey, man, look, I ain't trying to learn. I'm cool. Do we got the 500 likes? Man, can we please get we got 500 likes. Man, that felt good, man. That feels good to get the 500 likes, man. That makes good on the 500 likes. Thank you. I ain't trying to find out. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all are better men than me. You know what I mean? Y'all are better men than me. I'm definitely not trying to find that out. No, not trying to find it out. Nizwell, excuse me, it pleased you to death. Excuse me, please. Oh, hey. He said, my dad was a correctional officer for 30 years. I knew better and effed up, and effing up wasn't an option in my house. Hey, man, I'd be trying to tell my son, like, dude, my son will quote the law, though. My son turned 18, and I was like, hey, you 18, you better leave them 17-year-old girls alone. And he was like, 17 is the age of consent in Texas. 18, so it's under 17. So I was like, at least you know the rules, but you better not even play around. You better check their ID. Hey, he said my mom was a nurse, so the whooping healed faster. He said, like my parents said, once that system gets you, ain't nothing I can do for you. What my mama said, if you go into jail, my mama told me, if you ain't in jail, you go to jail, don't call me to get you out. She said, hey, you go to jail, do not call me, I'm not getting you out. Is you gonna sit there? You gonna sit there till they let you out? Go there, and I ain't got nothing to do with it. Do not call me from prison. You know, hard to stay out once you're in. Hey man, look, I'm not trying to go in, bro. Oh, check their baby pictures. Oh no, I think you got to check the people that are around you. I think these kids, because they trying to convince you this shit that's not shit. This shit that ain't what it is. Like I had to give my son the definition, bro. Rashad Warren out here clowning. Let's check the ticket sales though. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me do StubHub. Man, I hope they start selling these tickets. These dudes are trying to get people to buy these tickets, dog. 30 in the last 2 days, 1,000 tickets added. Ooh, those prices dropped. Ooh, them prices. Them prices. Them prices. Oh, them prices dropped, bro. Oh, them prices dropped. Wow. Them ticket prices dropped. Oh, them shit said, whoa. Ain't no more 3,000. Hey, the most expensive ticket now is $1,900. Buy now. Buy now. The most expensive ticket is $1,900. Ooh, them people that bought them tickets early, thinking they was going to sell that shit, listening to you, Devin Haney fans. Ooh, wee. I might buy that fight in the second round. I may buy the tickets in the third. I may buy the tickets, wait till the third fight is over before I buy a ticket. I may be sitting out there. I may be like at a hotel waiting until like, okay, they got 3 more fights to the main event. Boom. I'm about to get in for next to nothing. Bow. And run across the street. Get on in there for that fight, bro. No joke. Them ticket sales are, oh man. Oh man, I truly offended King. I offended King because King is sensitive about Arab conversations. Now I know, dude. Now I know how to get you. You really don't like that, do you? So you don't like that, did you, son? You didn't like that. When I started talking about your people and your people being dangerous and not wanting to go near your people, now you don't want to click the button. You're mad. You out there talking bad about me. You really mad about that, huh? You don't like that, huh? You don't like that, huh? You don't like that, huh? But you want to come up here and preach to me about being having a tribal mentality. Having a tribal mentality. And being a race baiter. But you don't like it when we start talking about, nah, let me use my platform and talk about the fact that, they got slavery over there. Seems mighty dangerous to me if somebody can snatch your ass off and throw you in a fucking basement. Seems mighty dangerous to me. Seems mighty dangerous to me. I don't know, man. I got slavery. I got a slavery phobia. I got this phobia that I'm walking down the street and somebody throws a lasso around my neck, snatches me up, ties my hands, throws me in the back and says, "Start doing your work." I'm afraid. You don't like that, though, do you? You don't like when I start talking about that, though, do you? But you want to sit there and lecture people about, how you dated a black girl. You dated a black girl? You trying to invite her to Saudi Arabia with you? Oh, you got super serious. You trying to invite that black girl back to Saudi Arabia, let her get a house with you? Yeah, you try to take oh, you don't mind it. Oh, that's a great place to be. Yeah, now if you let a woman show her hair, hey, there's going to be problems there. Now that's going to be problems. You can't be letting her show her hair now. That's going to be problems if they do that. Like, hold on. What is this? What's going to cause the problem here again? Oh, if you just, say you should happen to just, show your hair. What? What? No, I'm okay. I don't know. What if you hit on a girl? What if you're like, hey, baby, man, I'm all right, bro. I don't know what other rules you got over there. I don't know. I don't think I want I'm all right on that, dog. I'm all right on that. Oh, Rick Tiff said F hair. She better not show any skin. Hey, man, I don't know about that now. I definitely ain't trying to go nowhere where no women can't show no skin now. You know what I mean? I'm definitely not trying to be nowhere where women can't show no skin. God, dog. And I got to hold that dude's hand? I'm all right. I'm all right with all that. That seemed a little scary to me. But anyway, man, it's been fun. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Y'all make sure y'all have a great, great day. Dog, let me tell you something, man, right here. Boy, I miss the 80s. Boy, I miss the 80s and them goddamn Jordan. That's the only thing I'll tell you that I kind of missed. That I was glad. Dog, I ain't gonna lie, dog. Man, oh my God. The high school that I went to, the junior high that I went to, Lord have mercy, bro. I went to school to almost all like Italian, Irish, like working class. Oh my God, the things that they would do to women. Like the things like that you could get away with. And I even did it a couple times. I was like, God, dog, I look back on it, was like, wow, that was some crazy shit. Dog, you did that shit to a black girl, your ass is gonna be on a fucking box. You're gonna be on a box and in a box. You're gonna be on a box and in a box, a milk carton and a casket, trying to do that shit. To the what? To the man, what? Bro, that shit was commonplace with them. Oh my God. I'm telling you, don't let these people act like, don't you think these people for a second. I'm telling you, they some fucking savages. Okay? These people were some goddamn savages. I mean, that's some caveman shit they was at it. That was some caveman shit they was on. Caveman shit that they were on. Like one step above snatching a girl by her hair and dragging her down the block. Like that damn brutal, dude. That like what? Like, man, I mean, it was so commonplace I didn't even think about it, really, because they did it so much. But I was like, because they would literally walk up to a girl, man, in the middle of the hallway, walking towards them, and just boom, and literally grab him and damn near pick him up by that. And I was like, man, they would do that shit on a regular basis, bro. An Arab country arrested an Olympian because she showed her hair in competition. Yeah, good luck with that shit. Yeah, but going over there, take your wives, take your kids. Talking about like hey, I'm gonna really piss them off. Talk about dog. Talk about, man, you're gonna have a Diddy party. You're gonna have Diddy parties over there, but no women. Maybe they can do it in a castle. They gotta have somewhere, bro. They gotta have somewhere. Because 90% of this out there is anyway unnatural ass, back all natural women. When I don't know what that means, bro. I'm just telling you, man. Them white folk was wild, bro. And I got away with it, which is why I always like, it's crazy. I did it a couple, like, dog, seriously, man. That shit was like, and them girls didn't mind that shit at all. Like, and they didn't care at all. They did not care. They can act now. They did not care at all. Ken LeGrew said, I know what you mean. Like, God, dog, right? Just like a Donald Trump. Talking about what he would do to that, like they were doing to Donald Trump. They hired them women to come in for the Diddy parties. Hey, Serene Taylor said, great show again. Thank you for that. Hey, thank you for the support. But look, I'm out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. But with that, I'm out of here. Deuces, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all for the big time support. Thank you to David Williams, who's the big time channel sponsor today, for that $100 holler. Thank you. And thank you to everybody who got me to the 500 likes today. That really helps a lot as well. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.